is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done.
I've been here before and I know what it takes. It's hard work, dedication. BoxingVoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character he has.
And the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana hearing a lot of those punches off his shoulder.
I think anybody out there listening or the key, anybody, you think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal to make.
BoxingVoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is weaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Some things about we got to deal with his body shots. I don't think you want to be that close to us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and we are back. It is Sunday, and Sunday is Crow Day. Yes, indeed, we have some crow to serve to all those that got it wrong. Yo, luckily for me, I last minute stuck with Herring, and look at what he done. Shout out to Jamel Herring. We'll be talking more in depth, but we have Dazn's Devin Haney main event card to discuss. Herring on ESPN, his title shot, Austin Trout on PBC on Fox, and then some news and notes with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. We have so much more to talk about, but let me go ahead and introduce my co-host, Michael Gross, so we can get this thing started. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
Dollar DiBiase Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my mic. He stayed at 147.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, people out there in the TBV universe? We back with another one, Sunday flagship day. So hopefully everybody had a good Sunday, you know what I'm saying, leading into that Memorial Day tomorrow. And hopefully you had a good Memorial Day weekend too. But today, talk a little bit boxing, man. Devin the Dream Haney. Oh my God. Talking about a statement. You talking about how you making your fucking debut on another network. The Zone just sitting back right now, man, counting their blessings, smiling and being happy. And Devin Haney deserves everything that's coming to him. But we'll break that down more in depth here in a little bit. Also, Filip Hrgovic, very, very impressive victory for him. Jose Pedraza moves up to 140 and shows that he can carry that power up. Scores a knockout. Also, Terrell and Austin Trout battled to a draw. Some seen it as very, very controversial. I was in the mindset that Terrell won, but we'll break that down more. And today, shout out to that boy Xu. He retains his WBA title with a stoppage. Also, some up-and-coming fights. We got Lawrence Okolie back on July 6th in Manchester Arena. So a lot more news and notes, but that's just what I wanted to give you guys right now. Big ups to everybody in the chat. If you're listening right now and you hear my voice, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button, and let's begin the show.
Bruh, I just want to say you ruined my parlay. My shit, I hit everybody I said I was going to hit the way I said I was going to hit it, but your Shabunu fucked everything up.
Shabuna got his ass beat, boy.
It's fucked up, man. I never even heard of that dude, man. That's what I be saying about that shit. You gotta be like, yo, this is just a hunch.
I did, bro. $50 parlays.
You sold us on it. Like, yo, bro, this dude.
I'm gonna tell you what I sold y'all on that I fucked up, and I apologize to everybody. Fury going 12. He got a first round knockout over Chris Narad. So big ups Hughie Fury. My fault, you guys. I was going off of my Billy Joe Saunders connection last week. I thought those guys fight similar, but it seems like Fury been taking these guys down the last couple opponents, excluding Pulev.
What round Haney knocked him out in?
7.
Oh, under 7.5. So if I bet under 7.5, I fail.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong at all, people. I love Jamel Herring. I'm saying he's a great guy, great story.
No, I'm talking about Haney.
Oh yeah, okay, Haney, yeah.
Because I bet under 7.5. If the bet is under 7.5 and he got it in the 7, I ain't win, right?
No, it's supposed to be over 7.5. Mean 130, right? In that round. That's what I thought 7.5 was. Is you green? Oh, you green over there?
No, I ain't green. That's Bruce bet, man. I ain't even think of doing Haney by knockout.
Are you there?
No.
Oh, nigga, boy.
No.
Let me pull up this, man. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of this parlay, man.
I don't even want to see my own shit anymore, bro, because it was lit up like a Christmas tree.
Man, mine too, but I had 1,600.
I thought it was going down, man.
I felt how you felt when you had that Danny. Everybody went through. Something told me, Mike, don't put Ito on that motherfucker. Put Herring. Bruh,
how you ain't put Herring when you the one was telling us to put Herring?
Because I was hedging my bet with that parlay. Because I already had put Herring in 3 or 4 different
I'm
ones.
glad I didn't even hedge. Remember I said that on the betting show, like, oh, I'm going to hedge with Ito. And then I was like, oh, I'm afraid to hedge because I'm going to just save that money. And look, I was right. Ito ain't even get the fucking win. The one I bet on got the win, man. It's just your boy Shabuki fucked it up.
If I would have put Herring in that business, I would have walked away with $1,300 last night off $1 ticket.
I'm just tight, man.
Yeah, me too, man. But let's go ahead and get into a little bit boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Enough of that betting talk. Devin Haney.
Yeah, man.
Devin Haney, man. Good God Almighty.
He looked good. I mean,
excellent.
You think?
Bro, the counter shots, the way he was missing and
I know, but I'm just shocked that he's getting this much praise off of this dude.
I think people see that he gave Pedraza a tough fight, and then they just correlate that with Pedraza giving him. It's pretty much boxing math. You know what I'm saying? I think people are just gauging what he's doing at 20 years old.
It's just weird. If you Google his name, the headlines associated with this win, you would think he beat Marcos Maidana or somebody.
It's the zone. What you think they gonna do with their star, bro? They gonna make sure he out there everywhere. They got a marketing machine behind them, so why not use it? They got. I'm telling you, man. Devin Haney can be that next American superstar. You know what I'm saying? He has the smile. Already had the crossover appeal with.
That's what ESPN's headline is. Next American sensation. I'm like, really? They're question marking it though. They're leaving it up. They're leaving it up for us to decide.
Yes,
but I'm just like, I don't even know the dude's name Haney fought, and I'm not even being funny. I don't know his name.
Moran. I don't know his name. I just know he fought Pedraza. That's all.
Yeah, I never even heard of him. I didn't even know he fought Pedraza in an obvious tune-up. How did Pedraza do? Did Haney outshine Pedraza at least? I mean, I want to hope with all these headlines.
I gotta look at Jose Pedraza's thing. Let me look at it.
People are saying Haney looked like a young, pretty boy Floyd. You know, Age Money already posted that in the community page.
Age Money called me right after the goddamn fight, man. I was like, Age Money, I'm handling business right now. Oh, wow. Pedraza went to a unanimous decision with him.
Okay. But was Pedraza coming off a loss, a layoff? What was the deal?
No, he was coming off a win over Jose Luis Rodriguez, and before that he fought Javante. So he had a fight in between that fight, then fought him.
Oh, so that was pre-top rank for sure.
No, it may have been because his first fight on top rank was Beltran. Antonio Moran may have been his first fight on top rank, because I'm looking at the schedule. It's 6'9" for Moran, then 825 for Beltran. So Moran may just have been his first fight on top rank. And yeah, man, he got a UD with him, a UD with Beltran, lost to Vasil, and then beat Antonio Lozada last night by KO. But back to Devin Haney though, man. I think with that being said, yeah, it's definitely something to write home about. Pedraza, 2-time champion, went to distance with him, and you were making that guy look like he wasn't supposed to be in the ring with you. You were dodging his shots, and then I just love the short right counter, man. I like the what is it called, the pull counter too with the right hand. I just can't say enough about how Devin Haney looked last night. In my opinion, he definitely made a statement, and that's how you're supposed to make your debut on another network when they're heavily invested in you.
I mean, like I said, man, he looked good for the opponent. I'm just like taken back by the headlines. But, you know, one of our Patreons replied to this whole Mayweather comparison with Devin Haney. And he made some pretty valid points. They need to be fact-checked. But our very own Canna brought up Pretty Boy Floyd's resume and at the age and how many fights he had when he got the title shot. Versus, obviously, the route that, you know, Haney's going, where he's got multiple regional titles, you know, WBO internationals and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, comparing him to Floyd, it's difficult. I don't see why people are doing it because it's going to take away from what he is accomplishing by setting the bar so high, in my opinion. But I want to read Canna's post just to kind of bring you up to speed. He says, Floyd Mayweather Jr. debuted October 11th, 1996, and captured his first WBC world title. I just want to add that he was also a 96 Olympian silver medalist like Shakur Stevens. So he debuted in 1996, and then his first WBC World Championship, October 3rd of 1998. From his debut till title, that's a year and 11 months. Devin Haney has yet to capture a world title. He's taking a watered-down Mayweather route, collecting the USBA, lightweight belt, vacant International Boxing Federation, North American lightweight title, vacant World Boxing Organization, Intercontinental lightweight title, vacant World Boxing International lightweight title. Haney isn't the new anything. Haney, and I'm waiting for him to step up.
All right, first
he
thing
said
first.
Haney isn't the new anything. He's Haney, and I'm waiting for him to step up.
All right, first thing first, Canna. You can't really compare like resume-wise and like what their accomplishments were because I don't think that people are comparing it. I think people are comparing the persona, the skill level, and what they see happening in the ring with a guy so young. Even though Floyd came out of the Olympics, you got to remember, Haney does not have a Olympic background, even though he has a lot of in-gym experience with top flight champions, challengers, and whoever else. I think that people get a misconception when ESPN or Dazn or even Devin Haney for that matter say I'm the new Floyd Mayweather. I think they're talking about the persona, the way how flashy he is, the way he can talk, and he has that people got to remember when Floyd first came out. I think Floyd had that like kind of marketable, you know what I'm saying, kind of pretty boy kind of a vibe going with himself, and I think that's nothing different than what Devin Haney has. Now, when it comes to pedigree, I totally agree with you. It's kind of hard to put Devin Haney on that level right now, but when it comes to just persona, social media following, crossover appeal, I definitely think Devin Haney has what it takes to be that younger generation's Mayweather, and I think we got to quit saying Mayweather and started giving these guys credit for what they're doing.
I think we associate them with fighters of the past because of the similarities. the look, the styles, the way that they fight, all that comes into play. But let's talk about the fact that he won, and the plan from his promoter, Eddie Hearn, is to pit him in an eliminator versus someone I never heard of to be the mandatory to the winner of Luke Campbell versus Vasyl Lomachenko whenever it does happen, because that isn't official and isn't signed. But I'll say this, even though they're swerving.
Who's swerving?
Matchroom.
You think so?
Well, you can just go straight to the winner.
I think the WBC gonna mandate it because I believe when you fight for a vacant title, like Sean Porter did, you gotta fight a mandatory right after, like Ugas.
No, I hear you. My thing is, Devin Haney. You're not listening to me.
Okay.
My thing is, Devin Haney and Matchroom are gonna go and petition to have a dude you never heard of be in an eliminator with Devin Haney for the mandatory position for the winner of Luke Campbell versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Follow me so far?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is they're swerving in a way, but see, I was gonna teach Mike's son, but I'm gonna have to whoop him. Like,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You the one shook your head, so go ahead. You obviously have disbelief. What you mean? I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. Make sure they can see me too.
They can't, but I could. And you shook your head in disbelief. So what is it that you don't believe I'm saying correctly? Because I didn't even finish.
Just because you never heard of a guy doesn't mean he doesn't deserve what his ranking says that he deserved. I don't think they are going to petition. I think the WBC is going to mandate.
I don't believe I said anything about that person not deserving anything. I don't believe I even mentioned his name.
I know. I'm just interpreting like how you making it sound.
And that's what I was saying about cutting me off without listening.
How would the people that listen take that?
Well, they would take it in its entirety, the way you should. If you digest everything I'm going to say, maybe you can make a better analysis of it. So what I was going to say is, in a way, and to the naked eye, it looks like they're swerving. Hence, while Michael Gross jumped up to defend Haney. But if he allowed me to finish, I would say it was strategic on the part of Eddie Hearn. Many like to call him one of the best promoters, and here he is demonstrating that. Why, Nestor? Why is he showing that he's the best promoter, or at least one of them? Because public, he could easily negotiate a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko versus Devin Haney and have Haney get the downside of the pot and have Haney be the B-side, but ESPN want to do it because Haney is semi-popular. But he could also be a promoter to his fighter. He could petition to have this fight with this unknown person, be an eliminator, to be the mandatory, to then have a purse bid so that Lomachenko can possibly be forced to fight on DAZN, forcing subscribers to DAZN to see Haney face Lomachenko for all the titles. And if that doesn't work, Haney gets a career-high payday because Top Rank wins the purse bid. But my co-host likes to jump the gun, and I love to spank him.
Another factor that you got to think in that Luke Campbell is a Eddie Hearn fighter, so he's really doing what's best for both fighters right now. He's getting Luke Campbell his a title shot, you know what I'm saying, which Luke Campbell, I don't know, I can't really say that he deserves it or not, but he's been winning ever since he lost to not Jose Pedraza, but Jorge Linares, and really gave Jorge a difficult fight after he got knocked down and got back up. So I think he's doing what's best for Luke Campbell by giving him a shot, and also I think he's doing what's best for Devin Haney by giving him a couple more fights until he fights Lomachenko. Now, I'm not so. I don't want to say I'm not sure, but because I don't want to say what any guy's thinking. But I don't know if I would necessarily rush Haney right into a Lomachenko fight.
Me either, and neither is Eddie. Why you think he's going down the eliminator route? You know what I mean?
Even one more fight, man. I would like to see Haney have at least 2 or 3 more fights.
Yeah, but you know how it is. He's positioning. You know, Dillian White's in the number 1 position, and he's not the mandatory. Dillian White, or rather, should I say, Dominic Breazeale had an eliminator 3 years ago to be the mandatory for Wilder, which took place today. So, Haney's just positioning himself, and so is his promoter, Eddie Hearn. We need more showcase fights from Haney, is what I think.
Say what now?
We need more showcase fights from Haney, is what I think.
Absolutely. I think the zone should keep feeding him, a nice little schedule and get him on their platform, and really, really like capitalize off that sensational knockout that he had. He really didn't get a whole lot of damage, really wasn't getting touched that much. Put on a nice boxing display, and I just think that, kind of slow down a little bit for Lomachenko, but if you're ready, man, I can't tell you that you're not ready, but it's going to be a tough fight for both fighters, not only Devin Haney, because I think Devin Haney can really cause Lomachenko some problems by being the naturally bigger guy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are people in our chat that are saying Devin Haney takes Lomachenko right now, that he's too poised, the combination punching. So it's something that we're going to have to see, but where do you want to see him go next?
Let me ask you a question. Who gets Lomachenko first? Teofimo or Devin?
Oh, obviously Teofimo.
Obviously?
Absolutely. In my opinion, I mean, he's a top-ranked fighter. It's going to be easier to make with him. And it's not like Top Rank doesn't see the skill in Haney. They tried to sign him. Everyone knows Haney's skilled. So maybe he'll go in as an underdog whenever the time comes. Doesn't mean that he's has no shot. So that being said, if you're a promotion, you want to protect your investment, and the best way to do that is in-house. So if Teofimo beats Vasil, you still have those titles. Maybe he deserves, in Top Rank's eyes, that shot more just as a business plan. But I'm at the lightweight 135-pound rankings, Vasil being the champion in 2 of the major sanctioning bodies, WBO, WBA. Richard Comey, IBF. Mikey Garcia vacated the WBC, and Luke Campbell will be standing in place of that, probably facing Vasil Lomachenko. So this is, I believe, the name of the guy, Zaul Abdullaev, I believe is who Matchroom want Haney to go in versus. Now, Haney's number 4 in the BC, 6 in the WBO, 9 in the IBF, and 4 in the WBA.
Shout out to all the boxers in the WBC rankings. They're all enrolled in the clean boxing program. So big ups to those guys in the WBC rankings.
He's number 9 in the IBF, and I think that's the route I'd like to see him take. I would put him in there versus George Cambroso Jr. He's got that Pacquiao sparring partner cachet for the last 5 years now. Let little Haney go in there and dismantle the Australian and get that mandatory spot at Richard Comey, since the number 1 and number 2 positions are vacant as of May 13th. He could also go, in my opinion, the WBA route, being as though he's number 4. He could maybe somehow Matchroom and Eddie Hearn can do some business with Al and get him that Robert Easter fight. There's storyline. He and Robert Easter have plenty of back and forth social media posts and videos going at each other. Haney, when he was young, already felt he could beat Robert Easter and felt Robert Easter wasn't a champion worthy of carrying the title. Easter and Bartholomew just drew. Maybe Haney can get that. Why? Because for Al, Easter hasn't really been coming up the way expected. So maybe it's okay to ship him off to another network, kind of like John Molina in the past and Felix Diaz in the past. Those are my recommendations for next for Haney. What about you?
I like what Eddie Hearn said. Give him Zaire Abdullaev and see how long it takes for him to get that mandatory position. Because I just thought about what you said. Sometimes the mandatory is not called for a little while, so get a couple more fights in between it and just build on your craft. You know what I'm saying? No need to face these other guys in these other divisions if you're really set for going for that WBC title.
What sort of rankings boosts, popularity boosts, market value would he get if Eddie could sit down with Golden Boy and get him that Jorge Linares fight? Is he ready for Linares next with no title on the line? Should he take that risk just to build that stardom by having a popular name like a Linares on his resume? In my opinion, I think he takes him. Linares has always been chinny. Speed isn't something that he can deal with well. Yes, he has speed, but he doesn't deal with the speed well. I seen Cano beat Linares by, upset, but he beat him. He beat him. It was an upset, but he beat him. So can Haney do it? He should if he's the next American sensation.
I don't think it's about convincing Golden Boy. I think it's more about convincing Linares. And Linares last
check,
fight
baby. Linares fought Corolla.
The Linares last fight at 140, so you got to tell him to come back down to 135. So I don't know if Linares will be a viable option for him. You know what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure Eddie could bring some of those guys over from the UK, Lewis Ritson or whoever it is, fight him at 135, and he can beat him up right quick. You know what I'm saying, and just keep him busy before that mandatory is called for to purse bid.
Well, the young Haney is
Definitely
13 in the world on BoxRec, so let's just see where he is at. Shout out to Andre Ward. I remember early on in my career, people complained and criticized me for using BoxRec, but shout out to Ward who does the same.
Yes, and real quick, big ups to Rainwalk Danny. You know what I'm saying? I was in contact with him this weekend, and hopefully we can get Devin Haney's dad on one day this week. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that.
Yeah. So we got here. Let me see if I can back.
Filip Hrgovic.
Wait, champ. Champ. Wait, you're rolling way too fast, champ.
My bad.
We're looking at the BoxRec rankings. Devin Haney is where was he at?
13.
13. Oh, there it is, man. Gamboa. Get that Gamboa fight for him, Eddie. There it is, Mike. That's cachet. He's an Olympian. He fought Crawford. I mean, you got the cachet with the supposed almost fight with Brandon Rios. Top ranked Cintron. There's history there. That's a good fight, no? He's chinny. He's chinny too. Haney should be able to slay him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how much of a deterrent Gamboa is to Devin Haney, to be honest with you. I mean,
no, but it's not about deterrence. It's about cachet building. It's about resume
how much cachet
building.
does? I mean, I understand Gamboa's a name in the sport, but out of sight, out of mind. I mean, it sounds good. Yeah, get him in there. Get him in there. Cool.
So you don't want him to build his resume?
I think Devin Haney. I think they got a smart team, man. So I'm not like fluent in like the 135 division. So Gamboa,
but
I'm sure there's better names out there than him. I like the Robert Easter idea more than Gamboa, to be honest with you.
Really?
I like
you got to remember that Gamboa brings the Latinos.
I like
You're talking about this guy being the next Floyd. Follow the blueprint. Black versus a Latino works in boxing. Look at yesterday on ESPN.
Don't it gotta be a good one though?
Check it out. You're right, but now you're saying Gamboa he's good and his name is still valuable. I know I shit on him, but his name is still valuable. Believe me. But look at yesterday on ESPN when they had the Pedraza fight. They made sure to tell you Pedraza was Puerto Rican on the graphic. It said PUR and MX for the other dude, like because that's built-in rivalry. They're trying to capitalize on that. But I get it, man. I can't convince you.
No. I was gonna say something else about.
How about Javier Fortuna?
No, not even that. I mean, a rivalry is building. Big ups to Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Good marketing, good. As the kid call it nowadays, clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? You put a picture up of you and Haney on your IG, and they got like.
Even in the same division though? Ain't he 126?
No, Ryan 135.
Okay.
Yeah, they him, Teofimo, Devin Haney, all in
But
the
he
same
clout
division.
chasing though, because he talking about this the fight. I mean, good performance last night, but this the fight everybody want, and it's a picture.
Mhm.
Actually, let me pull it up. I forget that we have all these capabilities now, but you know, he basically says this is the fight that everybody want. Is me and Devin Haney, and he shows a face off that he had obviously in his photos with him and Haney, and someone's belt in the back. Oh, shout out to our team who reposted it. Let me just go to screen share this. So our team reposted it on our Instagram right here, as you can see, and this is the post between Haney and Ryan Garcia. My thing is, I call it clout chasing because we both know that the fight is too big to happen next. So to say this now, you're just clout chasing off of his performance and B, semi-building the fight. I get it. But it still is Matchroom and Golden Boy putting their two future stars in together, which I'm sure is not going to be as easy as Mr. Garcia seems to make it on his social media post.
No, absolutely not. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Getting it into the people's mind early, so once the guys do start winning and both guys start going down their own trajectory and their own path, then we'll start clamoring for that fight. The casual public start clamoring for the fight. Devin followers, Garcia followers all start clamoring for the fight, and they can potentially make a super fight. Honestly, while they're still relatively young, you know what I'm saying? Both guys are, I believe, 20 and 21. So by the time they hit 24, 25, they'll be some seasoned veterans in the game. Devin already has 22 fights. I believe Ryan has like 15 or 16. So by the time they get 24, 25, they'll have almost 30 fights or if not more.
Honestly, Ryan needs to do more. I'm going to double call it clout chasing because Devin has seemed to proven that he's more the seasoned fighter.
I have Garcia's tutelage under Eddie Reynoso though,
and that's cool. Let Garcia give himself time with Reynoso, because right now Haney's ready. I'm just saying. I don't know if he's ready for the top, but for Ryan he's ready. They're on the same level, except Haney's on the next one, right? But
I know you've told us in the fighters meeting that you don't want to be on the fast track. But it's hard to keep you off the fast track. You're going to be fighting like this, bro.
You know, I'm just going to beat whoever they put in front of me.
That's right. Well, it's funny you would say that because the man that's in charge of doing that, Mr. Eddie Hearn, what did you think of the performance tonight?
Unbelievable. I mean, where I come from in England, if we had a star like this, the country would be going mad. So you guys need to get behind Devin Haney.
Yo, it's funny that Eddie says that, and I seen that in the chat. Like, yo, Eddie is a puppet master.
Yes, he is.
We need these UK fans to come to America. I mean, whatever he says, they just repeat.
Yes.
In packs.
But he ain't lying, though. It's kind of true.
About getting behind him?
No. If Devin Haney was a UK fighter and the exact same guy, exact same person, oh my God, then it would be like he'll be a star.
Yeah, because over there, how should I put this? They don't necessarily mind waiting for the tests.
Or they value boxing more than we do over here in the States.
No, I think that's a cheap or easy way out for us. I think that we just like for our fighters to be proven.
I know. I just think just like we always say that it's a lot more options over here in America, and boxing is not like that mainstream sport. But over in England, it kind of is, especially with the emergence of Anthony Joshua and all the things that he's doing over there. So I think if Devin Haney was a UK fighter, it'll definitely be in my opinion, probably be a bigger.
Bruh, anybody
star.
Though, Jarrett Hurd would have been bigger.
Oh,
like,
of
everybody,
course. Yeah, Wilder, yeah.
Exactly. We've talked
though.
about Wilder going over there and being able to be super successful, and it's because how much they love boxing. But that doesn't take away from the fact that they don't mind their fighters not being tested, man. Like yo, Kell Brook is the ultimate example. I mean, my man was like 30 and something before he fought Porter, man. It was like crazy. And he had like a trilogy on his resume. Before that
had 30 like 100 losses or some shit.
Huh?
He fought a dude that had 100 losses.
Bruh, he fought a lot of dudes that we questioned, and that's why when he got that win, he became that dude because it was like they counted him out, and people thought he wasn't the goods. And then he rose to the occasion on that night for some, because, with all those holds, I couldn't enjoy that performance.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel it. But yeah, last little thing on Devin Haney though, man. At the end of the day, man, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You really opened a lot of people's eyes over weekend, and that knockout did go to a lot of places on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Kind of went viral. Not like.
And that's what you need if you're a DAZN fighter.
Yes.
You need that. You need for your knockout to be sensational so that social media.
We don't need no TKO highlights, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that, Jack.
Yeah, no.
Right?
We need your knockout to be sensational so that we can share it on social media, so that the platform itself also, because, they released the restrictions on that video so that it can go viral. Because remember, if they keep the copyright infringement on it, no one's going to be able to share it, and it won't get any legs. But speaking of legs, the very tall Filip Hrgovic. How is it? Is it Hrgovic? Hrgovic. He looked good, bro. He looked good. I'm happy that I was able to see him in person and live. I
just wanted to see him fucking for a little bit longer. Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Greg Corbin, man, and he just keeps proving that, bro, he doesn't belong, man. Bro, like, Areola beats this dude. Like, and it's crazy, Corbin.
What?
Yo, and it's crazy because when Corbin came out, I said, oh, shit. His lateral movement, he was causing Flip to miss the jab. And I see him doing the left and the right, and he's all in it and calm. And I'm like, okay, the composure is there. And then, he's just.
Don't tie up.
He just doesn't. He's too lackadaisical. He thinks he's so good that he could just chill with his hands down and fight at his pace. And it's like, whatever, bruh. My man just hit him with a right hand from the top, too, because he's so tall. He just caught that shit from the top. Bang. And, right, it wasn't even behind the ear. It was, like, right in front of the ear, in my opinion. All I know is from all the angles of the replay, there is no denying that was a clean knockout by Filip. But it's like you said, not enough to see. It was only a minute of that fight. But he's moving. He did have that WBC international heavyweight title yesterday. So, yeah, man. I look, the successors of that title all went on to fight for the full BC or get the BC, right? So, Oliver McCall, Bermain Stavern, Jonathan Banks.
Did he fight for it?
Yeah, he fought for it.
No,
Seth versus Seth Mitchell.
Okay.
And then Areola, Tony Thompson, Alexander Povetkin, and Joshua held it from 2014 for what? 5 fights?
He ain't fight for the real title. He ain't fight for the WBC title, huh?
No, I know, because, listen, he held it in 14.
Yeah, you got that IBF.
He held it from 14 to 15, and then he got that IBF shot, so he dropped the WBC rankings. But then Dillian White fought for it versus David Allen, and now you see where Dillian White is in the BC rankings as number one contender and interim or silver champion. Kuzman fought for it versus Amir Mansour, who he beat for it. Who he beat for it. And then, or I guess Amir had it, but because it was a no contest, he got to keep it, but Flip beat Amir Mansour for it and defended it versus Corbin. The thing is that I don't get why that hasn't moved him higher in the WBC rankings, right? Like, how do you got an Intercontinental Championship title and, like, I don't see him in these rankings. I'll check the WBC website, see if it's
Yeah, man, I don't think it'd be updated to like Monday or Tuesday, so you probably have to wait. I think the last time we seen him was I think yesterday, to be honest with you. And
yeah, no, I mean, it says on our site that it hasn't been updated since the 13th, but I don't know if WBC has anything updated over there. But
they do once a month or like twice a month. I don't know.
What's next for Flip, man? Excuse me, Philip. What's next for Philip?
Hrgovic. What's next for him is Shit, the way he looking, man, he gonna have to fight one of these fringe contenders, somebody who's gonna be in there willing to hit back with him. Let's think about who Matchroom has on that stable. And they trying to make him American.
I would
too,
throw
man.
the Takam at him, but they saving Takam for Usyk.
Yeah, they definitely saving
Chisora, they could do Chisora or the dude that Chisora just beat. What was that dude? He was a tune-up.
They can give him the guy that just moved up, Gausha. Ain't Gausha with
Nah. They're not gonna do somebody that high profile. Like the dude that Chisora just beat. That he was a known opponent to another UK.
Man, you can't fight that nigga Chisora just beat, man.
Why not,
bro? Philip gonna kill that boy, man. And the guy Chisora just beat, bro. Chisora should have stopped him. Chisora wasn't up for that fight, and we seen that all the time with Chisora. Give me 3 or 4 of them. Went 4. It's like Chisora wasn't. He didn't look like the Chisora I've seen in the Dillian White fight, body wise and activity wise. So I don't know how good that guy really is that he just beat. What's his name again? Sanar Gashi.
Yes.
He lost to Chisora and he lost to Taken by knockout, right?
I don't know, but I mean, I know that you always talked about him, so that's why I said, like, I brought him up because
who always talked about him?
Gashi.
Nah. I talked about a guy that Chisora lost to, Ajit Kabel.
Yeah,
Joshua's sparring partner.
But you are the one that told me about Gashi, even though I know you weren't defending him. Don't take this the wrong way. You knew of him. You knew who he lost to. I never heard of that dude. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason I know him because he got knocked out by Carlos Tacken on the Dillian White, and I believe it was who Dillian White fight last.
So on the WBC rankings, he's ranked number 17, and he is holding on their site the Intercontinental title. He's ranked right under Andy Ruiz. Funny that he's ranked also under Sergey Kuzman, who attempted to fight for that Intercontinental title and didn't get it. So weird. On the BC rankings, it looks like Oscar Rivas is 14 as well, and Brian Jennings, who he lost to, is still there. When was this last updated?
Damn, that's good, Brian Jennings. I liked it.
When was this last updated, though?
I like the Brian Jennings look. I don't know. Like you got to bring somebody in for Hrgovic that's gonna be willing to punch back at him and not go down to first sign of adversity.
But
look,
who?
I don't know.
I mean, he's ranked number 15 on BoxWorks World. So above him,
somebody got a
Christian Hammer. Christian Hammer. He's know what I mean? He's not a threat, but he's a common name.
He just went 12 with motherfucking Ortiz.
Exactly. So that gives Philip the cachet he needs.
I agree with that. I like that.
I mean, Philip's already there. Wow. 15.
How about I don't know if Eddie would do this.
Oh, what about Povetkin? You think whoa. And that's a Eddie, and not that Eddie owns Povetkin, but he at least has dealt with him.
Work with him. And that's a what is it called?
Joseph Parker.
Russian.
He could probably do Parker. Parker coming off of 2 losses and a tune-up.
It's not worth it, though.
Why?
Philip don't have the ranking.
Oh, you mean for Parker? That's why you got to make it. That's why you got to make it
15.
about money. But let me tell you something. You're not going to rush Philip. Because if you're rushing Philip, you only rushing him to AJ. So I'm telling you, they going.
Not necessarily.
What you mean? Yeah, they could take him that Wilder route, but again, once he beats Wilder, if that's the game plan, where's he going? AJ. Exactly. So, all roads lead to AJ or Wilder, whichever one you can get first. It just
all
sends you
roads
to
lead
the
to
next
them.
one.
No matter what the fuck you do in the heavyweight division, if you want to fight, if you want to be champion, you got to fight one of those guys.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go to Robert Helenius.
Let me give you something right quick though.
Bring Brian Jennings, but he's with Top Rank. He's with Top Rank.
I got something for you.
Well, give it to me. Eric Molina?
Nah, nigga.
What?
They was on the same card.
Who?
He just won.
Hunter?
Hunter.
Nah, man, that's too soon for Hunter.
Too soon for who?
For Hunter.
For Hunter? You think if Eddie came to just hear me out. You think if Eddie came to Hunter and say, "Hey, you know what? You beat this Filip Hrgovic guy."
No, I hear you, Mike. But think about this from a matchroom perspective.
Okay.
Why do you put both your prospects in each other?
Why you got him then?
Definitely not to pit them against each other.
Just like Eddie did back in the day when he had Dylan White and AJ. Somebody got to advance. Somebody got to start over.
Let's not forget what Eddie recommended on the telecast, okay? Joe Joyce, who's not even in his promotional stable. So you know he's just clout chasing and prolonging. If he wanted a serious name, he'll mention a serious possibility. But by mentioning Joe Joyce, who deals with Frank Warren and Ring Star and possibly even still Heyman, like, get the hell out of here. He's just clout chasing. Hrgovic is going to get, he's going to get like, and he should get like Andre Fedosov was in the Buxino tournament. David Price is known. Maurice Vach, we spoke about the other day. He's vulnerable right now. Gerald Washington needs a possibility. I don't know. Could they get that? That's all the way over there.
Give me somebody who's going to hit back, my nigga. Give me somebody where
you're looking at it. If you want to look at it from a boxing fan's perspective, then say that. But again, if we're looking at it from Matchroom, they ain't worried about hitting back. They worried about building the man's profile. They need them names to build his profile. Bermain Stavern, for instance. Joe Joyce just did it. Do it behind Joyce. Build the profile.
How many fights Hrgovic got?
He only, man, look at it, bro. The board game got like 9 fights. You want
And that's what I'm saying, bro. 9 fights. With those many names on his fucking resume. He's not trying to go slow.
What names, bro? He got like 2 names on his resume. What you talking about? Greg Corbin, Kevin Johnson, Amir Mansour, and Tom Little.
Greg Corbin coming opponent with a former champion, no matter how he got the belt. Charles Martin got disqualified by Charles Martin, and Hrgovic made Corbin look like he didn't even belong in the ring with him. Tom Little fought somebody over rings. I don't know. I don't know why you brought him up. Amir Mansour fought fucking Brazil. Fought Gerald Washington, has fought Hrgovic, has fought Efe Ajagba, and I think maybe Hrgovic has the best performance out of all those guys. And then you go to who you say Gerald Washington? You said somebody else.
All right, so who are you recommending here?
Bro, I'm just sitting back there. I gotta see the fucking divisions, bro. Let me see who's in the division.
Turn your screen, bro. It's right there. I'm showing the top 25.
All right. I'll say a little delay. Can you zoom in a little bit for me, man?
Spielka. I mean, damn, more than that, champ. Yeah. Anthony Joshua is number 1, and number 25 is Carlos Takam. It's not many names there, bro.
I like Krista Hammer's name. I like that name, like you said earlier.
He got to go backwards, bro, because forward is too soon for him. He's got to go backwards. He's got to pick names. Look, Eddie picked Joe Joyce.
I like Derek Chisora.
Eddie picked Joe Joyce, who's ranked behind him, bro. Substantially behind him.
I like Hughie Fury.
This guy's not listening, but it's all good. Hughie Fury? Cool.
I like Marco Hook.
People saying the winner of Dubois Gorman, but that won't happen. That's Frank Warren, man. That won't happen.
Cross promotion, yeah, it don't happen.
Cross promotion is tough, man. But what else we got on the undercard?
Michael Hunter, man, coming off another impressive stoppage.
I don't know, man. Like, he looked good. But at the same time, almost vulnerable, right? No, I don't know. Like, maybe. I don't know if it was the opponent. I don't know if it was the opponent, but it looked a little bit sloppy. And I'll tell you this: Maldonado doesn't deserve a comeback. He looked like he didn't train, and he fought like he didn't want to be there.
Fight. Turn his back a couple times.
A couple of times he turned his back. So don't bring that guy back. And he didn't even get slept. You know what I'm saying? He got stopped by the ref.
That nigga got down on the knee. Nigga started praying like, ref, please stop this shit.
You know that he needed to get slept for putting on such a shitty performance.
Sergey Kuzman, that's too soon for him. Hrgovic, just step back real quick.
I think he could do Kuzma from
Man,
a
he
skill
beat
level.
the shit out of Kuzma. Straight up. Kuzma is a fucking, I don't want to say
But that's my
Bombay.
point, though. There's no cachet in Kuzma. No one knows Kuzma.
I thought you said you wanted to move him slow.
But
there ain't no.
I am moving him slow by giving him a name that brings cachet, champ. You're not listening. It's like me telling Haney to fight Eurocas Gamboa. It's slow, but it's
as long
it's a name.
as you throw him on these undercards of big fights, the cachet don't fucking matter.
You bump your head, man.
If he go out there on an AJ undercard or on a Canelo, just saying maybe match room and go to book and work something out. If he goes on there on a Canelo,
why do you think you and everyone else that calls in here says Canelo has the best resume in boxing?
Cause he the man.
No, because they built his resume, dog. They put names like Shane Mosley at the right time. That's what you got to do.
Shane was old, man.
It don't matter. It don't matter when we go back and we
ain't gonna say he was old. You right?
No, it ain't.
Hold
it ain't that we ain't gonna say it's old. It ain't that we gonna say that. It's just that when we go back and we compare Canelo to Haney or Canelo to Filip Hrgovic, his resume will be greater and thicker and better because they built it. They built it like AJ's. Look at AJ. After Charles Martin, it's been nothing but names. That's how you do it.
But sometimes you can do it another way. Like,
by finding an unknown Russian that no one ever heard of, and the only reason we know him is because he tested positive or someone tested positive.
I don't want to come out disrespectful at all. But, I mean, Mike made his knockouts off a lot of niggas we necessarily didn't know. And they were memorable, explosive knockouts. Roy Jones Jr. beat a lot of niggas up. A lot of dudes up 50 fights. And he didn't turn down no fight with anybody. But a lot of those names, we didn't really, you know what I'm saying, no. But the skill level and some of the things he did in the ring against those guys, showing people that these guys are not on my level and shouldn't be in the ring with me, period. I like that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like what I did with Brazil. First round knockout. Mike Tyson does that shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? Back in his heyday. A lot of beautiful knockouts. That's what fans remember, and that's what galvanized fans. The casual fan is not going to look at a resume and say, I know him, and him. But I know the guy that I'm looking at, though. I know what he did in the ring. I know a memorable moment. I might not know a memorable fighter that he fought, but I know a memorable moment. And that's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, I hear you, bro. I just know from what I see, especially from a guy like Eddie, he building, resumes. He's not putting you in there to kill yourself. But what else on the undercard? We got...
Hold on, real quick. Big ups to Jessica Mccaskill. She won, and she unified her title against Sanchez. I forget her first name, but I thought the scores were way too wide. I thought there was a more competitive fight, and I thought that Mccaskill won, but I didn't think she won by a landslide like you said.
Mccaskill needs a new trainer.
Yeah, she's coming right forward and getting hit.
She's squared up. She's just brawling. She's winning her fights on sheer will and determination.
Thank you. And she was a lot bigger than that girl too.
She's taking shots to land shots. I don't even understand. When you become a champion, they say you get 80% better because you're more confident now. But you're supposed to improve too. And I don't know. I can't say that I didn't see her improve because I'll be honest, I don't even remember seeing her last fight. So hard to compare it, but. The way she was squaring
Chicago,
up, the way I know what she. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, Lorenzo Truck Simpson,
my man. Stop cutting me off. Are you in a rush?
I thought you said what else did you want to bring up? I'm sorry.
I'm like in the middle of my sentence. You just keep cutting me off.
I'm sorry, sir.
The way that she was squaring up is just crazy. Like every time she got the girl on the ropes, both her shoulders were straight, and she just would throw punches, like. She was just fighting off of sheer heart and determination. It was crazy, man. She definitely needs at least a second look in that corner. Somebody got to correct her on some of the mistakes, man. It's crazy. Look, someone's saying she had less than 10 fights in the chat. Well, it's showing slightly, man, because. Oof, she was squared a lot.
I'm good. All right, good. All right, Lorenzo Truck Simpson, you know what I'm saying, came, had a impressive performance. You know what I'm saying? Got the stoppage over. Don't even know the guy's name, but the combination punches that he landed like I believe 7 or 8 punches in a row, and the ref finally called it off, and the guy got knocked damn near into the ropes. He didn't fall, but the ropes kept him up. So big ups to Lorenzo and Daniyar Yeleussinov. Kind of pedestrian performance. I don't want to sound rude or disrespectful, but ever since his debut, Eddie said he signed this great guy out of Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Every fight that I'm expecting to see something. What is everybody, you know what I'm saying, talking about? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't, and last night was no different. Haven't seen what people are ripping and raving about. Maybe he, huh?
He basic, man. He want to be on the inside, and he's taking shots to get there. He's not jabbing to get there. He just want to be head to head or shoulder to shoulder. He's basic, man.
Yeah, hopefully maybe a different trainer can change that, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe just a different mindset. I don't know, man. But I just hope that the young man finds out, you know what I'm saying, what he needs to find out, and just not get back to winning ways, but just to get on that hype train that people had you on coming out of the Olympics. Moving on to the next card, ESPN top ranked card. Jamel Herring beats Ito for the WBA title. Ito, man, in my opinion, he was out there looking for that one shot, you know what I'm saying, that big right hand. He landed it a couple times, but Jamel Herring was using his ring generalship, turning the corner, you know what I'm saying, making Ito turn with him. Ito couldn't cut off the ring. Jamel was going to the body, you know what I'm saying, occasionally landing that left hand up top. It was some points in the fight that Ito had some success, but they were far in between. If Ito won 4 rounds, I would say that's about it. But yeah, big ups to Jamel Herring and a great performance. And big ups to Bomac too, man. You got another world champion.
Crazy how after watching the telecast, we didn't know. Like, he was the A side. It was insane. I thought Ito was the A side. You know, Ito's coming off the Diaz win, a top ranked fight. You know, Herring is the guy that got dropped, re-signed, and I don't mean dropped like physically. I mean dropped from the promotional company or management company with PBC and Al Heyman, and then got re-signed, and it's like, wow, okay. And then you go into the fight and the telecast, and all the promotion is about the Marine and PSD or PTS and like just all Herring story. Like shit I didn't even know. Like I didn't know he lost his daughter. I follow his YouTube channel. I didn't know that shit. So it's like, bro, they knew what the betting odds didn't even know. Like, we all made money on Herring, whoever put him in the parlay, and we picked him, but he, like, it's just crazy, man. That sign was there, and we didn't pick up on it. Like, if I would have noticed this investment Top Rank made, I would have known that, or not known, but I would have been more secure in him getting that win. Like, I picked him to get it, he got it, but, bro, when I'm watching this fight and I'm seeing all this, like, they spent a lot of money on him. They spent a lot of money on infomercials and 24/7 like stuff, and Bud was there, and everything was about him. Even Andre Ward started the telecast off like, I'm picking the upset, I'm picking Herring, and it's like, okay, and even Timothy Bradley himself, you know, had a weird analogy about Godzilla and how Herring was handling the Godzilla on his back a lot better than Ito was. But, yeah, the promotion.
I think that was a bad Asian comparison he was trying to do.
But, yeah, the promotion was definitely behind Herring, and I had no clue. I thought because Ito was the favorite, because he was he beat Diaz, who was the favorite, because he had Pedro Diaz, I think it's Rudy Perez in his corner as a trainer. I just seen a top rank investment in him. And he was the perceived puncher, right? But Yeah,
We
man.
should have listened to Jamel Herring and Bomac when we had him on, because Bomac was
he told
adamant.
us. No.
Adamant. We see something he don't know. He ain't.
Oh,
we got something for his ass.
I thought you meant Herring when he
basically
basically
him
told
too.
us.
Like when we had him on too. Yeah,
he basically told us like, yo, we got a plan. They told me the plan, and my title shot is gonna be Ito, and it's like they knew, and he told us on that show that they, he was happy to he was like, yo, no one really built on the fact that I'm a Marine. They are. But I want to bring in our Orlando correspondent who was on hand, got the interviews with Bo Mack and Red Spikes, Terence Crawford's trainers. He's got interviews with Bob Arum. Just a lot on the YouTube channel. Definitely head on over to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice and check out all videos from Jay from Orlando. But Jay, talk to me. How was the fight? Or how was the night?
Oh, man, it was real good, man. It was real good. I'm actually surprised at what you said because they started the promotion for this real early. But that Mark Krugel thing, I got an alert from my ESPN app, the special about him losing his daughter. I got that Tuesday. And I knew right away once I put the date together and how Bob Arum's been with him since it was on Memorial Day. I was like, oh, they're betting. They want him to win. Like, he's going, like, it was like, regardless how the fight outcomes, if it's a close fight, it's going to go Jamel Herring's way. Like, it's going to go because they have so much invested in him, and him being a Marine. It's very, very remarkable, and it's actually a good thing. PBC tried to do it a little bit. I don't know if you remember the fight when he what's the guy's name? Starts with an S. He got in a fight with Robert Easter.
Shakakov.
They July 4th, PBC did it, and it was actually ESPN card. He headlined that as well. And they did it then, but that was their only time like really attempting to tap into that brand and tap into that market. Bob Arum has that down. All the Marines were there. It was a very good night. Bob Arum knows what he's doing when it comes to marketing, when it comes to promotion. The card was stacked with a lot of local Puerto Rican fighters. There were a few upsets. So it was a good night. Real good night for B&B. Mike, you should be happy. So it was a real good night. Got some interviews. Andre Ward solidified you when it comes to checking your box rec and finding out a common opponent. I knew that you would like that when he said that. As soon as he said it, that was the first thing that I thought of. I was like, damn, Ness is gonna love that. But it was a good fight week, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's my first time ever attending a top ranked card, so it was a little bit different. I never experienced their fight, so it was a little bit different. So it was real good though.
So how was Bud Crawford?
Oh man, Bud. Is Mike on the line?
He hiding from you.
What up?
Oh, he pulling the Bud. He ain't talking. That's what he doing. He pulling the Bud. He ain't talking to me. He can't talk to his fans.
You know what it is? Well,
yeah,
we
man.
Got time. We got a party bus outside.
Exactly. Got a party bus outside. Like, damn. And that was the thing that made me mad was because I had been trying to get interviews with him like the day before, and he was talking to me off camera for a while. Like, we talked off camera for a while, but he was like, nah, I ain't doing no interview. This and that because, I don't want to get asked about the PBC questions. And he's like very frustrated that fight's not happening. That, everyone's blaming him for it. So I went to Andre Ward because I'm like, no, Bud ain't going to do it. But as soon as I go over and do that, like he does, like, it's a short little interview anyway. Like it wasn't that long of an interview. He went over there and he talked about that. But Bud was cool. Bud was doing his normal stuff. One thing you got to say about Bud, and I love this about Bud,
consistent.
He's there the whole fight week. He's not just one of those guys that just show up Saturday and like, hey, I'm supporting you. Like, no, he was there the whole fight. I'm glad you
brought that shit up right there, my nigga. Yeah. Did y'all see the video where homeboy fell asleep on a goddamn a roller coaster shit? The slingshot.
Yeah.
I talked to dude
about it. A dude was
Terence
at the
Crawford is not a good friend. Terence Crawford not a good friend, boy. That's like he was like, nigga, don't touch me. That shit was so funny.
The dude said that he was afraid of heights, but I'm like, how are you afraid of heights? And you hop on the thing, but he was like, Bud talked him into doing it. So, but I got some good stuff coming. Next, I saw my boy Clarence Booth in the building. We talked about his new deal with No Limit, and then him going out. He's going to be with Buddy McGirt. So
No limit.
No limit man is Shane Sapuro or whatever. I know Ness would know more about that than I would.
I actually received that press release. Nah.
No.
I received that press release, man. Clarence, I don't know, man. You know, he needs a big win, like a Mickey Bay or something to kind of turn it around from him being a journeyman. You know what I mean? He needs like a John Molina, type of win. Nothing world level, but like get him back in that C+ level. You know what I mean?
Sort of like the win that he had on that PBC card after he came off that loss with what's the 147 pounder? The man got trained by Buddy McGirt when I was in a fight with Mikey Garcia. Yeah, Lipinets. After that Lipinets fight, he was on PBC again. He was on the Tuesday card, and he stopped the guy. He was supposed to be in there to lose, but he ended up stopping the guy. He needs another win like that.
Antonio Mercado? Never heard of him.
I don't know the name of. Yeah, I don't know the name of him.
He looks familiar. He looks Puerto Rican, but I never heard of him. He lost to McCall Fox, too. I don't know. That's the only guy that he fought after losing to Lipinets. Right after that, he fought Mercado. Then he fought Maxim Dashav, whoever, lost, and he lost,
Ness, you ever heard of Joseph Igel?
You talking about Elegale?
Elegale,
Yeah. Joseph Elegale. He used to train with Erickson, Lubin.
Yeah, he used to be. Yeah, he was there last night. I talked to him for a little bit.
Yeah, Elegale. Yeah. He never been able to really take off. He suffered some losses. He's been around for a while though. He was with PBC for a bit, but kind of on that BC side.
Yeah. That's right. When they used to have all those fighters, they used to have like 400 fighters, like 300 fighters side to side.
Yeah. Well, Jay, man, anything else from the event you want to say, atmosphere-wise, or just check
out the Andre Ward interview. You guys would definitely like it. Also, check out that Timothy Bradley interview. He said some interesting stuff when it comes to the Keith Thurman. Andre Ward gave his breakdown of what it takes to be pound for pound, and who he sees coming out at 147, who he sees at as far as heavyweight as well.
Timothy
Outside of that,
Bradley, bruh, on that telecast, he said he picked Tyson Fury as the best heavyweight, and then when you interviewed Ward and on the telecast, Ward was like, he can't pick one. He said he can make a case for all of them. And, he was consistent because in your interview, you went on that subject. I don't know if you even know that they spoke about it on the telecast.
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't have no clue, but I just noticed. And I noticed on their pound-for-pound rankings, it's literally on the pound. And they have it set up like that when you look at their pound-for-pound ratings from left to right. The left side is all Loma, and then the right side is all Crawford. And then it's funny that he said he can't put one over the other, but he has Anthony Joshua rated above Deontay Wilder, and he doesn't have Tyson Fury on there. So he does have some sort of kind of rating when he does come to it.
Well, Jay, man, we're going to keep it moving, man. Thanks for calling in, and obviously thanks for covering that fight. If you want to let anyone know your social media, you could do so. If not, man, don't forget to check out Jay from Orlando's videos on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. His Andre Ward was amazing. His Timothy Bradley is doing phenomenal. So go support him, share that, hit that thumbs up. Jay.
All right, everyone, follow me at JR_Note Jr. We got some heat stuff coming. Me and Ness is teaming up here. We got a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out of the Florida area. A lot of stuff that's going to be coming out of these gyms. So it's more of that where it comes from. That Timothy Bradley's already over 21,000 it hasn't even been a whole day. So the numbers are going to be coming in.
Hey, don't you have your own podcast you want to let them know about?
Oh, hell yeah. Make sure y'all follow my own podcast. It's at the Cool Cast. We're on IG, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes. We're also on SoundCloud. So on all three major platforms, and that's the Cool Cast. Just spell it out, the Cool Cast. It pops up. We talk about everything from sports, music, politics, everything on it. We get into everything, man. And we got an upcoming episode with Ness coming on here pretty soon.
Jay, man, thanks again. Look for more of Jay from Orlando. If you haven't already heard him as an alumni caller, you can catch his work on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice and his podcast at The Cool Cast. Mike, I didn't watch Kiko or Adam Lopez. I seen Pedraza and Herring.
I didn't see Pedraza because I was watching the Haney fight, and I tried to go back and watch it on ESPN Plus app, but
since you ain't see that, let me interrupt you, if you don't mind, because I know I mind when you do. Okay. So I was talking about Bradley and his Tyson Fury love, right? So I just want to continue to be consistent. Boy, were they... Damn, sorry about that perforated P. Boy, were they being... Sheesh, how could I not be offensive? Man, they were like stick riding Pedraza last night. Bro, my man was getting hit with so many left hooks from the orthodox stance, yet, and not him being orthodox, whatever that dude's name he was fighting. Who'd he fight? Lozada. So Lozada was hitting him with left hooks all night, and they talking about, look at his shoulder roll. He's amazing. He's the only guy to switch from southpaw to orthodox like Bud Crawford. Or rather, they said not named Bud Crawford. And I'm like, yo, he is doing well. You know, some of them shots are being slipped. Some of them are bouncing off the shoulders. But he's getting hit. Okay? And it's a lot. Stop lying. He got the knockout. He did look good. You know, and it was a good win for him. He was very aggressive in the post fight. Like, you know, like the big, yell, like, yeah, you know what I mean? But he's still getting hit, bro. Like, he still doesn't care to be hit. And that's, I don't know Lozada. He shouldn't be hitting you like that. And he's talking about moving up to 140. Like,
this fight was at 140.
Let me double check.
This guy beat Felix Verdejo.
Let me check. I thought he said. I thought I heard the telecast. They said this was 135.
Or maybe.
Yeah, it is 135. It was 135, and that's what I'm saying. I thought they said he was feeling strong, and he was looking. And this particular camp, they put on more muscle. And if they felt good, they were gonna move up, which made no sense because usually you say if you don't feel good, you're gonna move up. But look for him to move up because the telecast kept insinuating that he's going for another world title, and why not? He's Puerto Rican. You can sell it if you're Bob Arum. He's gonna go fight Jose Ramirez. Guess what, Mike? Mexico versus Puerto Rico. And all the Puerto Rican fans get behind him because he's going for a third world title. Only Trinidad and names like Miguel Cotto have done it in the past.
Yeah, Jose got to, well, if it get made, Jose got to get past Maurice Hooker, and I don't think he will.
Well, that's because you think that Hooker Ramirez is done.
No. I said if it gets made.
No. And that's what I'm telling you. When in fact, this might be what you get.
I hope this not. Hopefully, Eddie and Bob can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? But big ups to Pedraza.
If you're Bob, are you sure Ramirez beats Hooker?
That's what I was saying.
So if you're Bob, what makes better sense to you? Good old-fashioned historical Mexico versus Puerto Rico, or splitting the pot with a rival promoter in a fight you're not sure your guy is going to take it home? Just saying, champ.
Yeah. I see the bigger picture, but I'm talking from a fan perspective.
And you know, Pedraza, he continues to earn my respect. Yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know this dude, and his win doesn't mean as much as the win over Beltran for a belt. But, bro, he suffered 2 losses to 2 dudes that are really good, and he continues to do decent. Like, defensively, he needs a new trainer. I think that his cousin or his dad has been there far too long. I got his number. The problem is this dude only speaks Spanish. So, you know, the interview's going to be one-sided with me and him. But I know that maybe his team and his fans were like, that's what the fuck you talking about. How you going to say you need a new trainer? This trainer got him to 2 world titles. But, bruh, if you watched that fight yesterday, I don't care what anybody say. I know that even Ward or Bradley was saying, like, oh, he's baiting him in. He's baiting him in so he can hit him with that shot. He's looking for that shot, they kept saying. And I'm like, bruh, I don't want to bait no one in like that. I don't want to bait you in taking shots on the way in. I'm good. Like, don't hit me. But listen, man, he got the win, and I told you the plan that I believe will take place.
All right, Jose Cardenas. If you guys didn't go, if y'all didn't see this knockout right here, oh my God, it's on Top Rank's probably Instagram page right now. It's on the YouTube page, I'm pretty sure. But just type in Jose Cardenas on Instagram, or go right to Top Rank boxing IG page. This guy caught a man with a shot and left him face down, ass up, the best way I can put it. Literally. Like, you know how people like sleep like in that cross position where it's like it look like you're doing yoga or some shit, but you're really not. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was. Big ups to Jose. Definitely put your name on the map with that big ass KO. And gonna be looking forward to see you fight again, man. If you're knocking guys out like this, I'm definitely gonna check him out. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to you, homie. Also, let me see, Koki Ito. Yeah, I seen this fight, man. First round KO, or so we thought. It's now been ruled a no contest because they say that the knockout started was caused by a headbutt. I didn't really go back and see the replay because I was going back and forth between the zone and that. So I thought Koki got the knockout, but apparently he didn't. So I guess them guys might fight again or just leave it as a no contest on the record. Adam Lopez stopped Jean Carlos Rivera. Didn't see that fight, but Adam Lopez is a guy that we've been talking about, and that I think we had some interviews with on the YouTube page. So big ups to him. Real quick, we got a super chat from Leighton Evelyn. You Americans need to love Haney. He is special. Absolutely, man. I think we do love Devin Haney. I don't think Devin Haney gets a whole lot of hate from anybody. I think he is that lovable, marketable guy that we need for American boxing to thrive. So big ups to Devin Haney and big ups to you, Evelyn, for the super chat. Moving right along to the PBC on FS1 card, man. Yeah, this fight between Terrell Gausha and Austin Trout went totally different than what I thought. So without further ado, go ahead and send me my crow. I did pick Trout for this victory. Whoa. Do we get a crow if we got a draw?
No, because you get your money back on the draw.
Yeah, okay, so no crow. But
if you bet on Trout and it was a draw, you don't lose your bet. So why would you have to eat crow? Truth
be told, I thought Terrell Gausha won that fight. I thought Austin Trout looked flat. Not he was busy, but Rizzy wasn't landing like the cleaner, harder punches. I thought Gausha was landing the harder punches, and I think he had better range generalship than Austin Trout. Austin Trout, man, just looked kind of old last night. You know what I'm saying? Just looked like he was.
I'm sad I didn't get to see it, bro, because I talked so much shit about Trout getting this win, and I'm reading from people like that I follow and stuff like that that Gausha deserved the win. Did you feel that way?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had Trout in parlay. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, I gave this cat no shot.
And big ups to Bama Bo for taking my advice on the betting show. He put down $20 on that draw, and I think he brought back like almost two.
Damn,
two something.
Is Bama? Cause someone else, I think PG or PG, something like that. He also posted on the community page like shout out to Mike on the draw. I'm like, what is everybody talking about? What draw?
I'm waiting on mine to come back too.
Okay, but what draw? You ain't tell me to bet no draw.
I said on the betting show.
This dude, this is what I'm saying about this dude. Like,
this is what I'm saying about Ness. If you don't drill it to Ness, he ain't tell you.
Yeah,
but everybody else heard.
Why something you believe in you don't
drill? I didn't say I believed in it, bro, nigga. I'm saying if you got $1, $2, or $5,
money alone. That's all I see, man. Consistently, week after week, you like leave me out the parlay or leave me out the winning bet. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's crazy.
I didn't even
Meanwhile, I'm
capitalize.
screenshot and sharing my shit. Like, y'all dudes, all right.
Oh my god, man. It's all love, man. I didn't capitalize on my draw. Yeah, I'm still waiting for.
I'm the one receiving niggas like, yo, tell Mike I said thanks on the draw. I'm like, draw? What fucking draw is everybody talking about?
Yeah, man.
And who was the draw? You talking about Trout?
Yeah, Trout Gausha.
See, you would have had to convince me. That's probably why I ain't even hear it.
Yeah, you ain't hear it.
I ain't believe in that.
The only reason
That's crazy.
I
Damn,
knew
what was the draw paying?
It was on like plus 1,400, plus 1,500.
Oh my god!
Like Patrick the day bets. Like
that's
if
low,
you put 20 down, you win
that's
two,
so low.
two something. Yeah, because it was likely. Because I mean,
I see.
Gausha was fighting a guy who been through some wars, and even though Trout gives these up and coming prospects problems, Gausha was a Olympian. Had a boring fight with Lara. Yes, it was very boring, but he showed that he had that Lara had to outthink him to beat him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna put himself in those kind of positions to for Lara to like win easy. So I knew coming in that he had a chance, but I think everybody like wrote him off and just thought this was like a tune-up for Trout. And just goes to what I'm been saying about this division week after week after week. This division gives you something to think about, to make you say, this guy could be pretty good. This one loss to Lara is a good loss, you know what I'm saying? And it was right after Lara, or a fight after Lara lost to, no, it was a fight before he fought hurt, I believe. But yeah, man, Gausha right there back in the mix. Hopefully his next fight will be with somebody that can propel him to a title shot, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll just see what happens.
Yo, and Trout wants an immediate rematch, and Gausha said he don't want it.
And I don't blame Gausha. Why did I need to rematch you for? Because you look bad? Because you weren't ready? Because you weren't prepared? And you got a gift? You better be happy with that gift and leave me alone. For real. I'm going on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, but what could Gausha do?
Probably going to fight Lubin. He probably going to fight Lubin, and that winner is going to go to a title fight. That's what's going to happen.
Damn, but you see, if you Lubin, you know the Trout name was better.
Exactly, it was better, and that's what I think was being set up for. But at the end of the day, you got to play the card, the hand you was dealt. And don't get it wrong, fans are fickle. They'll forget about this damn draw as soon as Trout and Lubin get made. You know what I'm saying? We'll have this. Trout probably just was ring rust and wasn't himself that day. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that does sell that fight. But yeah, Lubin's stalking, man. Lubin's around. Trust me, Lubin's gonna come back.
No, he is. But I would have liked to see the Trout name on his resume more than the Gausha name. But I guess he gets some sort of Gausha cachet because he's an Olympian and only Lara beat him.
Man, big shout out. Oh yeah, we're still in the same division, so yeah. He does get a more cachet because Lara beat him, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to give a big shout out to Chordale Booker. That guy.
Shout out to Andre Diacono, man. Yeah. Patreon motion on the floor. Going forward, that Mike needs to share a screenshot of all his bets on Patreon. No more hiding the money, Mike. Hashtag TBV Patreon. And that's a pound for pound supporter that watches the betting show over and over. And it's like, yo, you left us out, B. Like, I hear you. I hear it. People obviously heard it. But look, he didn't.
Andre Diacono, from now on, I will share all my parlays. I tend to do about 8 parlays before the show, another 8 during the show, and try to save me 4 just in case something happens, you know what I'm saying, something go wrong with those parlays. But that's my remedy to like success. I really haven't been having any lately, you know what I'm saying? Been about a month since I won anything, but definitely what was close yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Just one thing I just need to tweak. God. And some told me to fucking go with fucking Herring. Yes, my bad, Herring. And he was plus money too. Plus money at that.
I'm sad about yesterday too, bro. All my shit's hit except for that fucking Shubu dude, man. I knew it, man. It was too good to be true. That's the issue with not doing it both ways. But sometimes that both ways shit, you just you don't want to do that either.
It's too much fucking hassle because I don't save it for you.
Yes.
You just don't want to go back and do it all over again. But Cordale Booker, man, put on.
And you know that both ways if you end up winning the other way, you winning less money anyway. It's not exciting.
You are. That's not. But Cordale Booker put on a performance against Wale Omotoso last
I'm
night.
sad about that, bro.
Man, he beat the shit out that guy.
But I was expecting him to stop him.
Me too.
I thought,
and it looked like he was trying to.
Moving up. You know, just felt like welterweight moving up, he should have been able to do it. Omotoso, you know, he got a draw or you know, he really should have won versus Vargas. But like, I don't know. There's just blueprint on him. I'm like Cordale was talking about moving up the fight, not moving up, but stepping up to fight Jaime for the title. Remember, he was supposed to get that shot, and it didn't happen. But come on, if you can't knock out a welterweight, I don't know. I mean, look, he's Nigerian, he's super tough. I know they take shots well. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought he was gonna get that stoppage. I wish I would have remembered. Actually, there was no prop bets on his bet, so I can't even tell you what the fucking bookies had it at.
It was like at 7 o'clock at night. That's why I say that $4. They put him on there, I believe, like around 5:30 that day or 5 o'clock on 5 Dime. Like as soon as the bet take like the UK shit off, they'll put some more American shit on. I'm like, these motherfuckers. I can't parlay this. I can't parlay like UK shit with like the. I can't parlay the B class UK shit with the B class American shit because they don't really know that much about the boxing. You know what I'm saying? So smart guys. But Abawali and Apochi both gets stoppages.
Yo, what I tell you about Apochi? I can't believe somebody hit me up on the comment section talking about, oh, Ness was hyping up Apochi. He ain't that special. My man beat the brakes off. First of all, the fight should have been stopped in the second round. Should have been stopped in the second round. My man was dead after that. He was just sheer heart. Shout out to Newman for fighting on round after round after round. Now, does Apochi need some fucking polishing? Yeah, but I didn't come on here and say he was Mayweather with the skills. I said, y'all don't know about this FA. Y'all only know about a Jogba. This dude's a beast too, and he proved that.
The way you making it sound like he was Steph Curry with the shot, boy. You know what I'm saying?
My man, every right hand, say you wasn't hearing that shit. That shit was slapping loud, bruh. He got to get a little bit tight on the D, but bruh, he's heavy-handed. And let me tell you, this is a huge fight for him. Like, not that Newman was a world beater.
According to Ams, he was. Shit, Am put money on him.
Oh, on Newman? You ain't lying, man.
I'm not lying, nigga. Shit.
This what he get, bruh. This what he get, bruh. For real. This nigga, man, whatever. But, I don't know. I think he did well, man. I want to see him back. Thank you, Canna. He said that ref was trash.
I definitely want to see him again. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Big Nick won Apochi versus Okoli. Nah, Lawrence Okoli is the long one that likes to hold, right?
Hell yeah, nigga, hold all day.
Hell no, he a boxer. We can't put Apochi in there yet. Listen, Apochi is trained by Ronnie Shields. They not gonna do nothing stupid, not yet, brother. They gonna get his skills up.
Yeah, definitely gotta get his skills up. Maybe Richard Reactpo, you know what I'm saying? Dylan White fight, that'd be a good fight for him. They can sell that shit like Richard Reactpo.
Bro, y'all crazy. Why would Ronnie risk that? Who is Ragpo, man? Like, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, let alone spell it.
You put the money on that nigga, though, man.
Bruh, it don't matter. Like, that's not how this shit works, man.
Bro, I'm just fucking with it. I know how it works.
This is
Bro, Ron tried to nail me to the cross today. Oh, you put money on him? Run. It's dollar betting, so you got to hedge your bet. Oh, you stupid, Mike. You're stupid. Why you put money on Ito? On Ito. And he is right, cause boy, that shit would look. I had to draw parlay in that motherfucker, but so nice, like too.
Damn, this division deep.
Which one?
For my man to just have fought Earl Newman, and he's still ranked number 200 in BoxRec. What the Yo, this division is deep.
It's some lines in that cruiserweight division.
Bruh, how is Avery Gibson ranked as a cruiserweight? Man, they use this dude for everything. Lord have mercy.
Avery all purpose, nigga. You just call me. I'm ready. I'm between 195 and 210 at all times.
Let me see. From 150 to 200, let me see if I know any of these dudes. Cash Ali, he just bit somebody, and he's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yo, they just got everybody ranked at anything.
They probably brought him up then.
Oh, look, Bowie Tupu, also a heavyweight, but he's ranked at cruiser.
I don't know who Bowie is.
My man knocked him out. Jennings. That was a Jennings tune-up knockout. Bryant. Man, I don't know what could Apucci do to move up in these ranks. I never heard of. I remember this dude. This is a Bermain Stavern tune-up. Jean-Pierre Augustus. Remember that?
I heard of Augustus. Yes, I heard of that guy. I've seen his name on
I think he fought
Boxrec.
Bermain, or he is
About to or some shit.
Damn, how is Apucci? Mike Polite Coffee is a heavyweight with 6 fights, and he's ranked at 2. I don't understand Boxrec. They wilding out right now.
Shit, Mike Polite don't like he nowhere near 200 pounds.
He 268 pounds muscle. Look, they got Nick Webb. What's going on? Maybe
okay.
Let me go back. Let me go. Oh, he is? Because I was about to say. Maybe,
whoa, never mind.
Nick
he fought
Webb.
Dave Allen.
Yeah, maybe Apucci is coming in heavy. Nah, he coming in under. He coming in under. He 198 for this fight. That's crazy. I'm going to have to go to the top 10, top like 20, 50 to see like, damn. I mean, because he's nowhere near ready for that.
It's true.
But I don't see, like, look, they even got a Jogba ranked at 50. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, get out this shit, bro.
I know. They messing up.
All right, man. For a topic that we have.
Who could he fight next, man?
I
ain't want to leave
fucking
like that.
Cruiserweight, man.
Cruiserweight.
Shit, bro. I don't. Cruiser.
Let me see. What's a cruiserweight name?
Steve Cunningham.
Is he even ranked?
Shit, I'm pretty sure he's around somewhere.
I don't think Cunningham ranked anymore. He definitely ain't fighting over a year, man.
Just go down the damn list of the
see, he ain't ranked. But Tabiti, let's see where Tabiti at.
Just go down the list of Tabiti opponents and shit. Give them niggas.
Yeah, Tabiti at 11. All right, boom. Let's see. These the real cruiserweight rankings.
The American rankings right here.
Oh, you see? And this will make him fly, because if they got him at 200 at heavyweight, bruh, I think he beats Edwin Rodriguez. Because,
probably so.
Because the guy that's going to beat Apucci is Nicoli. You know, a long boxer that turns and moves and keeps you at the end of the jab. But Edwin Rodriguez wants to brawl, and so does Apucci. And Apucci has them heavy hands.
Depends on how strong Apucci is inside the clinch, guys. If he's strong, he can keep a little light ass off of him, for real.
Maybe. I know that Rodriguez is known well by Shields because he used to train him. Maybe he still trains him, which would cause this fight not to happen. And Rodriguez is ranked number 23 in the world at cruiserweight. But if he isn't ranked, if he isn't trained by Ronnie anymore, then that opens up the door, because Ronnie personally knows Rodriguez. I've seen Rodriguez fluctuate. He started his career at 160, I believe, and he's moved up without winning any world titles. So, you can catch him. He's Dominican. You know what I say?
What about Mike Perez?
Yeah, that's good too, and he's just got knocked out at cruiserweight, right?
Yeah, he ain't fought in a long time too.
You know what I like too? I'm looking at Beibut Shumanov. He's not aggressive enough, but he is a little more technical than Apucci. But look, he's 18. 18-2 with 12 KOs. Like, he barely fights. This is probably the perfect guy. You know what I mean? He barely fights. He's getting old, 35. He's a name. He's fought B-Hop, He's only got 2 losses, and that's Campillo and B-Hop. Campillo's a comparable name. He's been in there with guys. Well, he's been knocked out by Marcus Brown, but Campillo's also fought many names other than Marcus Brown. But yeah, man. Apucci, let's see what happens.
All right, man. Fourth and final topic we have on the docket is Conor McGregor wants a rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I know what everybody's thinking, Mike. Why did you put this on the docket? I wasn't going to put it on the docket until I came across an interview with Leonard Ellerby. He was talking to, I believe, TMZ Sports, And he said if Conor McGregor wants that fight, Floyd will whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? He knows who to call. He needs to call Dana, and Dana will get in touch with us. Now that kind of was like shocking to me because Conor McGregor came out with a narrative that he was winning the early rounds and that he could have probably beat Floyd if Floyd didn't change up his style midway between the fights. So he feels like with a fight under his belt that he's more ready and more determined and focused now than ever. Sounds like he just need another big payday, in my opinion. But yeah, man, this will be another spectacle if it does happen. Leonard Ellerbe kind of gave it some legs, some wings, but by the comments that he said with the TMZ. So yeah, man, I just figured that hey, it might be something that the casual fan and the hardcore fan can argue over and bring us together even more.
So we got this Joshua topic, right? Did you get that? That little note in the pre-pro?
No, I ain't even look.
Mike, so
I see Let's Go Champ. I see some food.
No, Mike.
See Jack.
Not the Let's Go Champ. I'm trying to pull up the article. It's a boxing scene article on Andy Ruiz.
All right, while you do that, let me run down some shit right quick. Hughie Fury gets a first round KO. Big ups to Hughie Fury. Kanzu retains his WBA belt. Pacquiao wants to make Thurman eat his words. He feel like Thurman been talking too much shit, and he wants to put a foot up Thurman's ass. So, and of course, Pacquiao, the senator, didn't say that. That's just Mike using his inner city paraphrasing skills to execute what Pacquiao wants to say if he was from the inner city, which he is, but not just my inner city. Lawrence Okolie back in July 6th in Manchester Arena. Kubek Pulev will be working with Memo Herdia for his upcoming fight. So big ups to Kubek Pulev. Hopefully all that legal stuff is behind you and get you back in the ring. Hopefully with the new trainer, you might be looking better. Joshua Buatsi is added to the AJ card, so you guys will be seeing Joshua Buatsi fight at Madison Square Garden this weekend, so big ups to him. Virgil Hunter thinks Amir Khan does not train enough in between fights. Feel like when he gets into camp, he does great, but in between fights, he doesn't have the necessary training regimen to keep himself to be competing at world level. Demetrius Andres thinks that the performance against Sulecki will kind of like cement his name at 160. I don't know how, but if he comes out and has a impressive performance and get a first round knockout, maybe he'll make some noise. And last but not least,
let me just jump in there because you said make some noise and like fuck it. I guess I'm the resident hater, right?
I would think the same thing.
Enough fighters hate me anyway, right? But like, Andre talks so much shit. Bruh, he's the only fighter that signed the zone that hasn't fully taken advantage. Like, he took advantage in terms of making the money, but he hasn't had a Devin Haney-like performance. He hasn't had an Alexander-like, Tony Bellew-like performance. He hasn't had that performance that Canelo had. He hasn't had that. Like, he hasn't had that. He just keeps saying what he could do. He called out Earl Spence, like, bro, I don't even know, bro. And the names, I don't even know who he fought. I don't know who he fought. Who'd he fight, for real? I know he fought one Nigerian, right? You on me?
Yeah, Walter some shit, man. Long ass last name.
And who was that before? Because that was the Nigerian or the African. Who was that before him?
I remember he fought Alantez Fox on
HBO. No, that's HBO. I'm talking about on DAZN. That's what I'm saying. Like, he the only one to get a deal on DAZN and not do nothing. I mean, outside of Big Baby. Like, Big Baby,
I think his first fight was going to be Billy Joe Saunders, but it was Walter, I ain't going to try to say his last name.
That's right. That's right. He was supposed to get Billy Joe. It ain't his fault, I guess. That's what they're going to tell me, the Andre fans.
Yeah, so, and last but not least, Bob Arum says that Shakur Stevenson and Mike Conlan will probably not be happening in the future, which sounds like to me trying to say Mike Conlan and keep that Irish fan base intact and keep that Irish money coming in, because make no mistake about it, if Conlan gets in the ring with Shakur, he will not win.
Nah, because it's just too soon. Now you just signed.
I'm not saying. I'm saying it anytime in his career.
Yeah,
anytime
but for sure. But you gotta see. That's all part of the promotion. Someone gotta be the B-side, even if you're a good fan base and a ticket seller. And Bob just got the last piece of the puzzle, man. He just created his own welterweight division at the 126 with Michael Collins, Shakur Stevens, and now he got the gold medalist, two-time gold medalist from Cuba. I don't even know his last name. What's his name? Rubinsky or something like that? We did an interview with him.
I think it's Rubinsky Ramirez.
Let me just look at it. I don't have it in front of me. That's the issue.
Big ups to Rubinsky. I think he was at the fight last night. They panned to him a couple times. Had some gold in his mouth. So big ups to him, man. Like the swag.
Love gold teeth.
I like the swag, man. I love it.
His name is Ramirez.
Yeah, Robesy.
Rubisky Ramirez?
Yep.
That's weird.
Two-time gold medalist, man, 2012, 2016.
So shout out to Top Rank. Yo, it's crazy, man. I wonder why, right? Al signed the whole 2012 except Joseph Diaz, but then it looks like Bob got everybody in the 2016, right?
Besides Yeleussinov and that's about it, to be honest with you.
Bruh, what the fuck? Talk about no investment. Which is weird. Why? Where's the investment?
I mean, I think it's like you got the stars that you want. I think right now Showtime is like focused on, well, PBC is focused on building what they got. They already been there with the Olympic guys from the grassroots, so maybe 2020, that's when you do it again, you know what I'm saying?
I guess, and
unless it's just like an undeniable star out there that you got to get.
I guess, and I hope is all I'm saying. You know, I just see them not being as aggressive in signing fighters as they used to be, especially when you see them lose as many as they had. They lost Big Baby, Tyson Fury, Dillian White. I mean, the list goes on and on. They just keep losing fighters on that side of the street, bro. Daniel Jacobs. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, look at the imported division where they invested in. They ain't lost nobody besides Carl Frampton. They did lose him from 126. They really ain't lost nobody from like 147. 154, nobody's gone. 168, who left? Benavidez tried to leave, but he ended up staying, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, the division that they are investing in.
I believe, tried to leave Samson Lewickovic. Remember, he's got his own deal with Lewickovic, just like we perceive Fortuna as a PBC fighter. He's a Lewickovic fighter. And we'll be seeing 154-pound, you know, I think it's called the Twin Towers or the Twin Tower Inferno.
Man. Wasn't Joey Spencer a 2016 Olympian guy?
I doubt it because he's like 18 years old. That's a guy that did a Kobe Bryant on him.
True, that's right. He is 18.
Chris Colbert was a Kobe Bryant too. So maybe that's what they said. Let's get some Kobe's and not some medalists. Yeah. I don't know.
But Chris Colbert's
so I want to talk about this Joshua versus Ruiz fight and the fact that Andy Ruiz did an interview with Garth. I don't know if you remember Garth. Let me get his first name.
The one that does interviews with Tyson Fury and glasses, long gray hair.
Yeah. So shout out to, where is his first name? Garth Davis.
Yes, simple name.
Garth Davies of the Telegraph. So I could read you all the quotes, but the bottom line is he says, and I quote, "We've seen a lot of videos of Mike Tyson. We're working on some of the moves he did so I can get to Anthony Joshua. The main thing is I got to stay focused and prepared and get ready for anything and stay in shape." So my thing is, with Andy Ruiz's size, but his mobility, his speed, you know, I'm assuming he's talking about that lateral Tyson movement, like side to side shit. before he get in. And I wanted to double that with the fact that Anthony Joshua not only had Greg Corbin in sparring for this camp, but he also has Joey DeWelko in sparring for this camp, which is a great sparring partner to mimic Andy Ruiz, in my opinion. He's not as fast as Ruiz. Maybe doesn't punch as hard as Ruiz.
Look here. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Look here, man. I know they call you the resident hater, but I'm about to be the hater right now. Joey DeWelko probably would do a better job at mimicking Mike Tyson than Andy Ruiz. And there's no disrespect to Andy Ruiz, all right? Does not have the body type. Does not have the athleticism of Mike Tyson. Does not have the punching power of Mike Tyson. So trying to mimic somebody that you do not... Huh?
You need that intimidation. That's also... Like, that was a big-ass factor that Mike had. Like, people were scared before they got in the ring.
Maybe that works to his favor, though. Maybe Joshua will be so laid back when he get in the ring. And Ruiz knows...
It's funny you say that because that's one of the quotes that I ignored to bring, not ignored, but I didn't bring up. He says, and I quote, "They're all the people are underestimating me, but it'll be a hell of a fight. They're going to see what I've got. I'm here to shock everybody, shock the world, and show them all what I'm about. I'm ready for Anthony Joshua. Hopefully he's overlooking me, thinking I'll be a piece of cake. It's a whole different ball game when you're in the ring with me. Once they see the speed and accuracy I have, I know I'll shock him a lot."
All right, man. I think you should stick to what brought you to the dance. Stick with what you know. Trying to change up your game plan, trying to mimic somebody as a rare specimen athlete as Mike Tyson would be a mistake. You should definitely do what got you here. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but looking at Mike Tyson, it's like me right now looking at LeBron James footage and say I'm about to go out there and try some LeBron. I can't walk, bro. Like I'm not. I don't have what he have. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. You don't have what Mike Tyson have. You have what Andy Ruiz has, and that has got you to a world title shot and back to another world title shot. So keep doing what you're doing. Use the skills that you used last fight against Dimitrenko. Use what you've been using to get these guys up out of here. Use what you use to have a close, controversial fight with Joseph Parker. Use that and made the chips fall where they may. And like my guy Liz Lowe from Decatur, Georgia say, Ruiz is going to win this fight. So there are people out here that believe in you, but changing up a game plan in the middle of camp, trying to do things different ways to start a camp is not the best thing to do, in my opinion.
So Joseph Rodriguez, our mastermind with the super chat, says, by mimicking Mike Tyson, he means head movement and combination as well as getting on the inside on the bigger man. I totally agree with that. That's what I felt like. I think he means that lateral movement so he could cut the distance because Joshua's the bigger, taller man. So get outside or inside of that jab.
No, I've never been in the ring before until next Friday, so first time in the ring. But right or wrong, doing all this here moving, that don't drain you, like make you a little bit tired, you know what I'm saying? Like drain a little energy.
I mean, but he's in shape. He just came out of a fight.
I'm asking you a question. Does that not drain energy?
It can take some of your stamina, yes. You're exerting more energy.
If you try to do this by never doing it before in a world title fight, under the magnitude of this fight is going to be under all the British fans that's going to be coming there screaming, yelling, all that kind of stuff. You want to do that this fight, the first fight? You want to try something new the first time against AJ? And not stick with what got you here? With what made you?
But Mike, it's not, I don't think he's changing anything. I think he's just adding something. Instead of like maybe double jab your way in, he's going to, use a little head movement and then the double jab. He's just talking about cutting distance. Why are you making it so dramatic? I'm
not trying to make it dramatic. I'm saying is by employing that tactic, he could waste a lot of unnecessary energy that AJ could capitalize on. And another thing that we got to be mindful of, soon as he dipped down, AJ might put the left hand on his neck, move it real quick, and bang, that motherfucking right uppercut coming. We seen that we seen that in the Parker fight when Parker dipped down. We seen it in the Vlad fight when Vlad dipped down. AJ does that shit, man. He'll come up the top with his left hand. As soon as you duck, he'll just sit it right there real quick, move it real quick, and bang, uppercut. So ducking and shit, I don't know about that, bro.
I hear you, man. I hear you, but he's gotta have a plan A and B, even C and D. This is his Super Bowl. So I don't think there's anything wrong in his comments. I just think it's showing his focus. It's showing that he's thinking before getting in the ring, and he's trying to come up with game plan and backup plans, and it's all good. So what do you think about AJ bringing in Joey DeWelko? I like that. I really, really like that. I actually would have loved to see that fight between Andy and DeWelko. I wonder if they ever had it.
Real quick to double back, I think plan A should be whatever it is. Plan B should be reinforce plan A, and plan C should be go all the fuck out until you can't go no more and try to make plan A work. Now, going to Joey DeWelko, I believe that that is a damn good person to bring in, you know what I'm saying? Good boxing, you know what I'm saying? Fast hands, and really had a very, very competitive fight with Sergey Kuzman, his last fight on the zone. I was really impressed by what I seen, and I could see why Big Baby had problems in that 4-round fight with him, because he gave Kuzma trouble for 10 or 12 rounds. I forget how long it was. But yeah, man, I think fast hands, maybe not the volume combinations of a Ruiz, but definitely has the hand speed and does go to the body just like Ruiz does. So I think it's a good sparring partner for him.
Damn, bro. Andy Ruiz's biggest win is like Dermatrenko, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like his win on PBC is his biggest win. I mean, that Bob did get him this Joseph Parker win or fight, which some thought he won.
Did he fight Kevin Johnson too?
Excuse me, Joshua believes he won. Excuse me?
Did he fight Kevin Johnson too?
Did he fight Kevin Johnson?
I think that was his last fight, but before he went to PBC.
Yeah. He got a UD.
Yeah.
UD. Wide, pretty wide.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man,
that's just a little bit depressing. 21 KOs, 64%. Last KO is versus Devin Vargas. Never heard of him. I can't discredit him for not knocking out Kevin Johnson.
Hold on, bro. He stopped Dimitrenko.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I can't discredit him for not knocking out Kevin Johnson. He did knock out Dimitrenko, but that is it, bro. Liakovic is a Deontay Wilder common opponent, but he got a UD with him. Tor Hammer was a former Lou DiBella guy that never made it to television. Joe Hanks got knocked out by Joe Joyce, and Ruiz did it in 4. Joyce did it in 1. But Joyce did get an older version of him. Yeah, I don't know, man. Damn. After the article made you kind of believe, right, or made you want to dream. But the resume doesn't say that. I know Mike's the type of guy. You like to say guys could rise to the occasion, right?
Definitely. But not changing, like adding something totally new.
But the power isn't there anyway. If the biggest knockout is Dermatrenko, should I even go back to see who else knocked out Dermatrenko and how impressive it was? He just got knocked out by I believe my guy Brian Jennings. Brian Jennings stopped him. Joseph Parker stopped him in 3. So Jennings stopped him in 9. Ruiz in 5. Joseph Parker in 3. Kobret Pulev in 11. Eddie Chambers went a decision with him. And that's it.
Yeah, man. I'm just ready for this fight to happen. You know what I'm saying? This week, this fight will come to fruition. Hopefully, Andy's really, really, really honing in and believing in himself. But I just don't know about the the whole bobbing and weaving shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the Andy that we've been seeing, and just stay true to yourself and believe in your skill level and believe that you can be Joshua, even though it's a monumental. You know what I'm saying? Acts. I mean, shit, we all bleed the same, and we all put our pants on the same. So no different than you. Only thing you gotta do, man, is rise to the occasion.
Yeah, man. Not someone, but our mastermind is saying that Ruiz is good at catching and shooting. I just don't see the power, man. I mean, you know what? Short guys had some success with the left hook, right? Takam, Povetkin. I don't know. Let's see what Ruiz does. He definitely looks like he has power. Like when he's hitting those pads in training, right? It's like he's whipping those arms. You want to believe it has something behind it because it sounds like it's crushing. But you got to all the news and notes. I'll get to the sponsors. Let's get to the callers.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's y'all, Mike? What's poppin' this, bruh?
What up? What up? What up?
Ain't nothing, dog. See, bruh, y'all right on time, too. I just bagged the truck in the hole, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? But, say, Mike, bruh, this what you gotta realize, Mike, dog. This a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for this dude, Andy Ruiz, bruh. He got to go all out, Mike. All that motherfucking going out there and trying to be safe and, you know what I'm saying, give somebody like a close fight but not win, because that's what you're talking about, him fighting somebody close and not winning the motherfucker. That's why he trying to change his game plan up. He trying to do whatever he can do to put on the best show possible. Because he not going to win no close decision, let's be real right here. This dude need a knockout. Or he need to win A4 convincingly. Not A4 and we got a couple of swing rounds here and there. Y'all saw that Fox Sports card with Trout and that, like they robbing everybody right now. They gave Trout a draw, bro. Trout got his ass whooped. You dig? So what you think they gonna do with AJ? What you think they gonna do with AJ? This dude is the crown jewel of Eddie Hearn, man, and Matchroom. You got to win A4 convincingly, man. That's my call. Ruiz, if you listen to the show, man, say, bro, don't worry about getting knocked out, man, and playing this. Man, get flatline, man. Go out there and go get this shit. That's my call.
Straight up. I just don't think adding something new in a training camp for a fight up this level. Just do what you do and just do that fucking 10 times better. And let it just come and roll with it. Like you know what I'm saying, man, go out. Don't go out flatline, but shit. If you got to get knocked out to win, shit, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Our newest boomerang, Kansas City Mac, a.k.a. Virgil Hunter. Kansas City Mac, what up?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's the business?
Yeah.
Kind of muffled, kind of like you on that bad Wi-Fi, but say something again.
On that bad Wi-Fi.
Now you sound better. There you go.
Yeah, I had to turn the phone. Yeah, I just got done watching that Trout stuff. Man, Trout, he looked better than usual. I won't say he need to retire unless he got knocked out and ain't finished it. But AJ and that Louise guy, man, it don't matter. It don't matter. London Bridge is falling down, man. Ever since back in 15, man, when Wilder got the WBC. He's been a monster, a terror. All these deals that they've been saying, they've been giving, them contracts is phony. We can just end it right here. Wilder said he would take anything that they that contract they would do, he would do. Unless in the rematch that AJ would take that. He said no. So we already know who's been scared. They can keep coming later on and fooling the casuals or whatever you want to call them. We already know, man. I've been gone for a while. I ain't been calling. Canelo's still doing this thing. But, you know, he always going to have one of those judges. So we can keep saying this on. Keep pumping money. Keep pumping money. We don't watch no Snoop or that cricket stuff, man. You better bring some stuff if you want to stay alive. Running the ESPN. You know the WBC, man. I'm out. Kansas City, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all.
Kansas City Mac in the building.
Kansas City, hit me up on Patreon if you want that Get Back on the Boomerang, or just press 1 right now to get out of the queue and press 1 when you're ready to get back into the queue. Speaking of Boomerangers, I'm going out to them. I got Joseph on the line, but you're not. You haven't pressed 1, so I'm going to Boomeranger in New Jersey.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo, look. Great night. Great Saturday. It was a good weekend. I think Devin Haney, it was a showcase fight. I don't even know where he go from here on Dazn. I'm not sure if they got enough bodies over in the UK, but I think he'll keep making. As you talked about building a resume versus, you know, just making a fight. I think the way it is now, with everybody jumping with these, you know, how they sign up. If it's not going to be cross promotionals, then I don't think we're going to have an opportunity for cats to build resumes like that. But you talked about, you know, somebody for heavyweight. You talked about somebody for heavyweight for this young cat. What about Tommy Karpinski? That's not a good name, didn't he?
Nah, he's a light heavyweight. He a light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah, he beat Chad Dawson and just lost to somebody the other day.
Yeah, so, you know, that don't fit it. But I was just thinking about names. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to be able to build resume unless, like you said, it's funny you pointed that out. PBC had, you know, doubles on fights. Like, I would see Garcia, Thurman, again, Porter. So I could see doubling up on fights, but with no depth, you're right, man. It's kind of going to be the same old. But, you know, I don't want to say it like it's negative because we still got good action right now. Yo, I don't want to call him Lil FA because Tall FA is Tall FA, but the Lil FA, he fight, and I keep bringing the nigga name up because he's always in the mix. He fight like a little ass Amir Mansour. Like, he just kind of keep that right hand cocked back, and when he throw that shit just thump. That was probably one of the most entertaining fights because, yo, Trout came out looking like Larry Holmes, my nigga. I turned that shit on, and I talk so much shit. And if I go over my time, I'm going to just double up. I talk so much shit about Trout and Gausha being, you know, the jewel. Man, that nigga Trout came out looking flabby, Lord. I'm like, God damn. Now, I get it. You know, he be doing a lot of, you know, commentating shit on the side. And I thought Gausha was going to come in there, you know, like a young, strong dude kind of bullying. He started boxing with Austin Trout. I was like, man, I really couldn't really find no enjoyment in that fight. Straight up and down. And I watched it only because I talked so much shit about it being a good fight. Herring and Ito, I still got to see some more from Herring, y'all. I think Herring, should just show me like a little bit. He see the difference between him and somebody like Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs' backstory hit you. That's my first three. Yo, Daniel Jacobs' backstory hit you. All right. His backstory hits you, plus at least he come in there and knock motherfuckers out. And I'm not saying whether it's too early or not, but Herring, like, with just the story, man, like, even Wilder.
Knocked out?
Kid Chocolate. And it was a minute ago,
Sergio Mora.
But what that knocked...
Sergio Mora off the top of my head.
See?
Both of those sound like a very long time ago.
I mean, yo, it can't be a long time ago because every time we you know, you got to compare it to the. After that, it was Triple G.
Yep,
it was a competitive fight after that. But what I was saying is he's adding to it more than just a story. I'm not disrespecting nothing about Herring, but he gotta. I really don't. I can't get a view of his style. Like I don't know what kind of style he got. I don't see none of even with Wilder. I was in the gym listening to that amazing show y'all fellas did. Like when Wilder, when he first came, it was about his daughter and those things, but he transitioned to be so much more than that. So you got to be more than a story. Your skills got to pay the bill, and that's what he said. You got to walk it like you talk it. So I ain't gonna hold up the line. It's just good to, you know what I'm saying, be on here talking about this weekend. It was live. Next, you got a birthday coming up, man. So shout out to you. Shout out to the show. Shout out to Jay from Orlando. Info Joe, everybody else, man. I'm out.
Thank you, brother, for the birthday wishes. We're going to keep these lines moving. We got some more boomerangers heading on out to Texas.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for a trip. I'm a 54-pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
What's up, fellas? What's up? All right, so I start off with the Herring fight, right? I think he could have made that fight a whole lot easier by just shooting that left. That left hand was wide open all day, just straight down the pipe, and he was circling the right way, in my opinion. But he just for some reason he wasn't letting go of that left hand like he should have, in my opinion. But congrats to him, man. You know, he got the belt. But fighting like that, I don't know how long he's gonna be able to, to defend that belt. When I saw that Haney knockout, I was like, I immediately text Jay from Orlando, and I was like, we might have one of the top knockouts. Like, he caught that dude so perfect, man. I was like, that shit was top 10, like in the last decade. Like that was a real big shot. Another topic, Ruiz. He got some little short, choppy punches, man. He's kind of quick for that size. But as far as the Mike Tyson comparison, I do agree with what you said, Ness. I think he showed a little bit of that in the last fight with a little head movement, a little side-to-side head movement. He showed a little bit against Derevchenko. But, about that birthday, man, what we doing? We hitting the club? What we doing, the strip club? What's going down Friday?
I don't know. I mean, we had plans, but Jose, he might not be coming now. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we'll find something to do, though.
All right. That's all I got, though, man.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Let me see. We got a first-time caller, 803-389. 803-389. First-time caller. Who's this? If you are a first-time caller, you can just say, yeah, I'm a first-time caller. We'll play this first-time caller intro and then allow you to introduce yourself even cooler. Totally up to you. 803-389.
Yo, you guys hear me?
We hear you. Who's the first-time caller?
Yeah, I mean, I called like a month ago, but I never got that intro, Ness. Never got that intro.
Well, here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yo, it's Scott from South Carolina.
That's racist.
That was a total mistake, Scott.
Oh, man, that's fucked up, man.
Scott.
The first white guy, I don't know how long, and you want to play that's racist on him.
Yo, that was a total mistake. South Carolina?
South Carolina, man.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Apologies, man.
Shout out to the Kakalakis.
No, it's all good. I really don't even. I mean, I'm sure the show was about the fights last night, but I heard a lot of keys and Joshua and all that, so I wanted to call in. I think this is perfect, man. I think this is going to be great because Wilder, I don't know what you guys' thoughts are, but I think if it's going to be 50-50, now's the time to make it happen. I mean, Wilder's going viral with his knockouts. He just had a pay-per-view last year, and Joshua's fighting a nobody. I mean, he's not a nobody, but essentially it's a shit situation for him with Andy Ruiz. I mean, I know that the fight probably won't happen this year, but I don't know, man. With everything going on, I wouldn't be too surprised if they start talking about making the fight happen this year, because they're gonna have to eventually. I mean, and Wilder, I think, is at the point where he might actually get that 50-50. I mean, his stock has gone through the roof, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, we actually had a interview with Wilder yesterday, so if you want to go check that out on the channel, definitely some things that are making some headlines, making some news around the boxing world, so go ahead and check that out, man. He lays out everything, his plans for this year and next.
God. Oh, yeah, I saw that. You guys had a show. I usually don't miss these shows. That was one I missed, man. You called me out on it, but yeah.
Well,
no problem,
Scott,
big dog.
man,
Thanks for calling in.
Exactly. Thank you for calling in. You could always catch yesterday's episode on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, all that great stuff.
On the moon.
Or right here on youtube.com / The Boxing Voice. Just go to the playlist podcast. We got a 5-star review, but first
we ain't got no H Money?
But first, yeah, we got H Money, but we got a 5-star review, but first we got a 2-star that says the title is Ness, chill. And it comes from Mikey Bones. Mikey Bones. Calling.
Somebody trying to set me up, man. Somebody trying to set me up, dog.
Check it out, y'all. Calling your co-host triggered when obviously you are the one that's triggered. It is painful to listen to. Always whining about getting cut off when you think you're right. Ness, maybe you don't need a co-host since you can't handle dissenting opinions. Laugh out loud. Isn't that a backhand compliment? How are you going to be so rude and then say laugh out loud? Like, I'm just going to laugh that off. And it's a 2-star. Thanks, Mikey Bones. But we got another one. It's a 5-star, and it comes from the United Kingdom, and it comes from 430 The Gun. And he says the title is Seriously Addictive Podcast. 5-star review. These guys are incredibly knowledgeable on the above topic. They'll have you coming back for more the moment the episode ends. I enjoyed the latest up-to-date news and interesting interviews with everyone in the business from the top to the bottom. Great to hear the call lines open up at the end of each episode and hear from real fans. About 4 thumb-up emojis and 1, like power fist, whatever.
Respect.
No, not the respect one, like the flexing
okay,
emoji.
Muscles.
Shout out to E-Money. What a cool man. I wonder if he's saying E-Money because H-Money calls Eddie Hearn E-Money, or is he saying E-Money because he thought it was E-Money when he meant H-Money?
Maybe. I don't know.
No. Well, thank you for your review. And that makes 852 reviews on iTunes. Thank you guys for reviews. Even the 2-star, listen, all criticism is good criticism. Going back out.
We got 327 watching. So if everybody who has not hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button right now. If you want to go one step farther and support this podcast, head over to Patreon / The Boxing Voice and go ahead and sign up for as little as $3 a month, a cup of coffee, and we have tiers ranging all the way up to our pound for pound. Also, we have a coupon code that's in our store that you can, man, I'm telling you, we have some fly shit in that store. We have the Top Rank, what was it called enough? The Top Rank diet shirt. You know what I'm saying? We got the Podcast King shirt. We got we got some of everything. But that code right now is 15% off everything. Coupon code 15OFFG. That's 15 OFFG. So if you want to go over to our store and just look fly and look like a motherfucking boxing fan should, go ahead and use that code.
You can head on over to the store at theboxingvoice.com/store and, get some TBV gear. This way you're easier to get singled out in the crowd at the AJ fight or at the AJ weigh-in this weekend whenever you see us. I'll be in New York tomorrow if anyone's in the, area. Let's get to
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And Devin Haney, he caught a body like Deontay Wilder. I called it out. Devin Haney, the next Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to the Boxing Voice for giving me a chance. Ness, I told you, Ness, and that's why I always call. I told you. Devin Haney, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather Sr. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather, to the money team, to the whole TMT. Let's go. Devin Haney, hey, I'll put it, he been doing this since 16. He turned pro at 16. Mayweather wasn't pro at 16. Devin Haney, he been fighting grown men since 16. Come on now. Devin Haney, he didn't go to the Olympics. He went pro. He was getting paid. Let's go. He a millionaire. The youngest millionaire in boxing. The youngest promoter in the history of boxing. He on the zone, the debut. He showed out. He showed up. I told you, the hype is real. Lomachenko. I want Lomachenko. What's up with Lomachenko? I want the number one spot. What's up, next? I'm the number one caller. Devin Haney, he wants the number one spot. I want Lomachenko. Devin Haney 5'9". Lomachenko a midget. Devin Haney gonna outbox him like Roy Jones, like Bernard Hopkins, like Andre Ward, like Sugar Ray Leonard. Devin Haney, he the truth. Deontay Wilder, that's my homie. Shout out to my big brother, Deontay Wilder. Let's go. Every day, TBV. Let's go.
H Money, this shit. Already, man. Great call, H Money. Love it.
Young nigga love to be perk. Just pop me another perk. Young nigga shoot just like dirt. My bitches, she love to twerk. I got bitches on bitches. I got the rights out like tennis. I'm in her mouth like a dentist. Young nigga, he whip like a chemist. H Money.
Hey.
Chill, H. Don't kill him.
Don't kill him like that, man. I'm shooting like dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to H Money. Shout out to H Money and Jemmy on the collaboration. That was a Jemmy image, you know what I'm saying, with the video, and he decided to throw H on the track. H, you blowing up out here in these streets, man.
Let David see that. It's over.
Oh, I put it up there. I mean, I already got 215 likes on our Instagram, you know what I mean? People loving it. I don't know how many views it got, but whatever.
Yeah, don't tell you the views when you post like some double.
All right, let's go to Mastermind Joseph in Texas. What up?
What up, guys? Had to press one. I was out eating with the fam, but I had to.
The best promoter in the game.
You already know, but today, hey, we got to talk about Devin Haney's performance was brilliant. I love it. Like I said, I'm still not a fan of the Floyd Mayweather comparison, and I'm definitely not gonna take no disrespect by anybody comparing anybody to Roy Jones Jr. That's just not gonna happen. Roy Jones was just a different animal, a way different animal. But the thing with Devin Haney, though, guys, is I think we shouldn't rush him. I know people want him to fight people want guys like him and Teofimo to already be fighting Loma. And I just think that right now, let them guys build the little name a little more. Let them be ready. When you throw a guy in too soon, it's not that they can't come back. We've seen Canelo come back from it. But we all know with boxing, if you take a loss, in the eyes of casual fans, they will throw you away. It's one of the sad realities we have to deal with. I wish most boxing fans wouldn't, but right now that's the case. So, but he definitely impressed me. Set up that knockout beautifully. And Overall, man, I didn't get to catch the Trout Gausha fight. I'm a little disappointed to hear that Trout was gifted a draw. In the opinion of most people, have to check that out later on. But and then with the Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua thing, I think JD earlier said it. You know, Andy Ruiz, I think you're thinking too much into what he's saying about the Mike Tyson thing. It's like that said, you're gonna kind of collaborate a little bit, and he's already kind of got the style for it. He's a shorter man, put a little bit more torque on the punches, get inside. You got to get inside on the bigger man. You can't just be at Joshua's reach. You can't keep you at bay. You're definitely not gonna have no shot. Will it work? Remains to be seen. Ruiz got fast hands, but I don't think he has the physicality of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a real physical dude. But other than that, that's my call. I'll boomerang back if I hop on in a bit. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey, I want to ask you a question, Ness.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think boxing fans get mad when fighters take maybe fights that we deem not on the level or fights that we necessarily don't want?
Why do you think boxing fans get mad when fighters take fights that boxing fans don't deem on the level? Or necessarily they don't want? Cause we want what we want.
I don't, but I don't get it though.
You don't get why the fans get mad?
Yeah.
Dog, you ain't never met a girl you wanted to fuck?
Absolutely.
All right, then you ain't get mad when you couldn't?
That's different.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is, because fucking is not a sport. Well, maybe for some, but it's not a sport.
Come on, bro.
I'm thinking.
You get the analogy, bro.
Just hear me out. I'm thinking. I'm gonna give you an analogy. I'm thinking of the line of a NFL fan or a basketball fan, right? The best teams don't play each other every week. Sometimes the best team gotta play a bum ass team.
But that's a team sport.
Hold on, hear me out, man. The best team gotta play that bum ass team at the bottom, the Oakland Raiders or the fucking Arizona Cardinals gotta play the Demi Patriots. We don't get mad, we still watch the game. So what I'm saying is, why do boxing fans get mad? Do they expect them to play the fucking Patriots and the Rams to play every week, or Wale to fight Joshua every time, or fight Fury every time?
No, but this is what we've grown accustomed to, right? We've learned the hard way that fighters on the elite level, or what you want to consider B and A level, may only get and only fight twice a year. So when it's going down like that, we want 2 good fights. That's not the way it should be, because obviously you could fight more than twice in a year. But because you are of that caliber, you're a franchise, they want you to heal. You need more time to heal. You get more pampering. Once you're rich, you need 6 months. You need 3 months for training camp, 3 months for vacation, 3 months for training camp, 3 months for vacation.
Maybe
that's how it is.
Too much a recovery time too, because fighters just don't go right back in. And I'm glad fighters are getting smarter about fighting 2 to 3 times a year, because like Deontay, what I would say, the body's not meant to be hit, especially the head and boxing, which is different from UFC. When a guy gets stunned, you can hop right on him and beat the shit out of him until the ref pulls you out. Sometimes these guys are smart enough and are witty enough to survive the round and then get their bearings back, and we don't know how much damage you can accumulate over time.
Let me get out to Boomeranger. Kansas City Mac wants his boomerang. What's going on, champ? Yo. Kansas
City Mac.
Yeah, with Devin Haney. Yeah, he did his thing.
Hey, hold up, man. Hold up, man. Fuck all this shit. Bro, what you smoking on, my nigga? I need some of that.
What you talking about? You already, come on, man. It's grade A. It's grade A.
I want to know the name. Devin Haney. Nigga, you over here slump talking.
Hey, Gelato.
Devin Haney, my nigga. Devin Haney?
Gelato. He said Gelato.
Oh, Gelato. Okay.
But look, Devin Haney did his thing. He's doing his thing. Dazn, that's right. They had to sign him and Canelo. But we can't rush him. He said he got his styles from a lot of different people, not just Mayweather. He broke his opponent down systematically, and he got him up out of there. Man ain't even 21, man. The man ain't even his body, like you said, ain't even fully developed. So give that man a chance. But Wilder, man, I'm gonna keep coming on here. I'm gonna keep talking about Wilder, man. It's heavyweight. He ain't even on pound for pound for a reason. So Lomachenko, he can do his thing. They keep saying he's the best thing since sliced bread. It's disrespectful to all those greats. So, I mean, just get a guy a little more fights. 147 is deep water. That's where it gets murky. It gets real tricky. You see what happened to Broner? Flashed him out of there. Can't even talk about Broner no more. Now they mad that Thurman got a shot at Pacquiao. What y'all mad for? Thurman playing possum anyway. I don't care what nobody say. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see what he do. I'm out. Thanks for the boomerang.
Yo, I agree, man. Thurman let them motherfuckers think he was injured. He about to take the motherfucking crown jewel.
Look at him. That nigga Cannon, boy, you are disrespectful.
What happened?
Yeah, read the chat.
I ain't in that chat. We got a new caller, 719-432-719-432. First time caller. 719. First time caller.
632.
719. First time caller. 432. 719-432.
Talking to you.
You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk?
Peace.
You just listening? All right. It's all good. You don't want the world to know you know what I mean? You here? We gonna go to Checkmate Boxing. Talk to me.
Checkmate, what's the business?
What's going on, fellas? What's up, fellas? Yeah, I'm glad that caller has my sentiments as exactly. I think calling Loma pound for pound number one is disrespectful to boxing. But as I mentioned to you guys earlier, a couple of days ago, I had a little drag out confrontation with Tom Gray and
Keith Haddock.
And what's the guy?
Keith Haddock.
Yeah, no. From the Ring magazine.
Doug
it wasn't
Fisher.
Keith Haddock.
Doug Fisher.
Doug Fisher. Yeah. He called me crazy, told me to delete my account, say I was racist. And I said, well, dude, all I ask you to do is validate your reasons for calling Loma number one pound for pound. I explained to them how this is used to brainwash, you know what I mean, the public, as well as influence the judges, as well as influence the governing boards. And the general public, they don't know if you call somebody pound for pound, they're going to go with that narrative. He is not. How can a 13-1 boxer be number one with 10 KOs, and he is not the best athlete? He is not the most powerful. He doesn't have the best defense. He's not the best. So I'm offended every time I see this, and they're purposely sidelining American fighters, specifically Black American fighters, if you look at that pound for pound list. And they've been doing this consistently for a reason. I don't have enough time to go on this call, but I've written it out. I've defeated everyone, checkmated everyone on Twitter who came from me. And I get called all these names. I don't mind the names because I checkmate them. You know what I mean? But, I mean, that's my thing. And before this, Devin Haney, great show. Showing, of course, he's the truth. No, he's not Floyd. He's Devin Haney. I don't see Floyd in him, but I see potential for greatness in him. So I think that's a wonderful thing. He did a money grab with Eddie. He knows he's not going to stay with Eddie because he knows he's not going to get the views, but he's taking the money. So great for that young man, because if he stayed with Eddie for about 3-4 fights and then come back and then sign with PBC or whoever he want to sign with, then he's going to be doing some great things. But Tank Davis, y'all heard me, Tank Davis is the future pound for pound number one star if they give him his credit due. He is going to get all the belts at 130 and get that undisputed, something that Loma has failed to do. Tank Davis is the truth, and of course, I'm a bomb squatter for life. 40-40 club. Deontay Wilder, 41 wins, 40 KOs, and everybody's just fucking ignoring it. I'm sick of it. I've become a rebel on Twitter, and I don't care who likes it, who don't like it. I'm fighting everybody, okay? Because I don't like the fact that they're ignoring the greatness that we are witnessing. Wilder is the most devastating puncher we've seen since Mike Tyson, and America needs to get on board behind this. The world needs to get on board behind this. You cannot ignore what we're witnessing right now. We know he's not a technical fighter, but what he does well. Okay?
Cut it. Great call, Checkmate. Great call, big dog.
NO on a boomerang.
Hold on, I'm coming right now, bro. Hold on,
Just to pick it
We
back
gonna
off
come
the
back
last
to you,
caller call.
Brandon. Talk to me on Skype. Brandon. Oh shit. We hear you.
Can you
now.
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, I went to the Kevin Gates concert last night, Mike. Bro, that shit was lit. Sundresses and booty shorts was in abundance. It was fucking with my drip.
Hey, man, is Kevin Gates mainstream?
Yeah, Kevin Gates definitely mainstream, and it was.
All right,
And I'm
just
gonna tell
check.
you how I know. It was the arena was packed. It was like 80% white kids, man. That's how you know you made it when you filling out arenas with mass white kids. But yeah, it was lovely in there. So I missed the
Where that
fights.
took place at?
I drove to Kentucky.
Kevin Gates in Kentucky? Kentucky?
Ain't that the sticks?
That's the sticks, you know what I'm saying?
It was at the
Imagine if he go to a city.
No,
how
that's
many white
that's
kids
what
gonna
I'm
be there?
saying. You know, talk to me when he like
Oh,
in
now
the
he been
garden.
disrespectful. Now he been disrespectful.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I am, because I don't know. For all I know, he been at the garden.
Yeah, I caught the playbacks. I want to shout out Jamel Herring, coming back, winning that title, showing that there is life, after PBC. You listen to a lot of these niggas call in. They make it seem like if you ain't signed to Al, or once you leave Al, your career is basically done. He's, proved wrong with that. Go fuck with Bud, you'll become champion. Good tutelage over there. Shout out to Devin Haney. He looked awesome. Young star, young star in the making. Shout out to his dad, BH the Great. Do your homework about his dad, man. BH the Great, the man's a legend. But so shout out to him too. He's looking like he's gonna be a future champion. Like I said, I went out last night, so I didn't get to catch the Deontay Wilder interview live. I want to thank the champ for coming on for 2 hours. That's the credit I will give him. But as far as the content of that interview, I'm not gonna waste my time and even, talk about that buffoonery and bullshit he was talking about. It was all lame and garbage. That's all I'm gonna say about that. He said a lot of lame shit I don't approve of, a lot of ducking shit that y'all ain't gonna call him out about. But me being the unbiased boxing fan that I am, I ain't gonna bite my tongue. He said a lot of sucky shit. We keep saying, we keep allowing this dude to come on here bringing up to 50 million. Y'all don't say nothing when he was on here not too long ago saying give him 50%, give him 50-50, he got to fight. Now he's backtracking. Oh, if I get 50-50, I might not. So we got to start calling both guys out. You know what I'm saying? Now he's saying even if he got 50-50, he still might not take the fight. I'm tired of both. Jay, your peanut head ass should have been at the Wilder Brazil fight, put some pressure on that man, but you decided to stay in Miami and drown yourself in exotic pussy and prison.
You need to get some internet over there in Cincinnati. I ain't want to cut them off so they don't say I'm a hater, but damn.
People don't bring up in the exact same breath. Well, let me not say the AJ fight not gonna happen. This is boxing. Things happen, and the fight could happen at the end of this year. So much so, Michael Benson retweeted it out, and you know how that shit goes with Michael Benson. Once he tweeted it out, you know what I'm saying? It's as good as gold. It'll be retweeted, it'll be shared, and there you go. Next call on deck. Who we got up?
We have NO on a boomerang.
On a boomy.
Yeah, man. See, bro, I want to address something in the court right quick, like you did. See, bro, I'm not allegedly before I bring it to the court. Allegedly, you did. I'm hearing some stuff about AJ, bro, and I need to know our investigative reporters that's in the chat, listening, calling in. I'm hearing about AJ getting a massage from another man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start doing some investigating reporting and find out this shit really real.
Wait a minute. So what are you saying? That he shouldn't be getting a massage by the male masseuse?
Now, did you ever get a massage from a male masseuse? I mean, let's let it all hang. Let's put it out there. Have you ever got a massage from a male? I'm asking you now.
I can't afford massages,
so
but
if you could afford a male
look here,
masseuse, you
I
would
ain't
get
gonna lie.
one.
Look here. If my shit fucked up and I see a strong nigga in there giving massages out, and I'm like, goddamn, my shit fucked up, and it's between him and a little bitty, you know what I'm saying, woman, I might have to go with that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Just
you can't discriminate
See,
on
Mike,
the. You can't discriminate on the guy.
Hold up. Yes, I got you. Now look, but Mike, I respect you. I respect you for how you attack that shit. You ain't cut no corners, and you put it all the way out there. I give you respect for that, there. Because I asked a simple question, and you gave me a simple answer. You understand? Now, I'm hearing that he was laying on his stomach, then he turned around on his back, then the guy started massaging his chest. So I'm just trying to see if this fake news.
Man, why are we doing this shit,
is
man?
it
Hold
fake
on.
news or is it
This
real?
ain't got no boxing credibility at all, my nigga.
Where did you see this?
Shit, bro.
Where did you see
Man,
this?
I heard about it. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking because I heard. I'm trying to see if it's fake news.
I never heard of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it don't have nothing to do with boxing, but I like to know who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I like to kind of, if I'm going to invest my time, bruh, and my money, and I just like to know who I'm dealing with, bruh. That's all. Yeah, that's why we got to get these fighters on the boxing voice so we can do interviews like Wilder came on here and told his whole life story and addressed every fan that called in and asked him a question. He answered them by name. A real dude. So we just need, let's get this car, Eddie, let's get this man on the show and let's get down to the get down. That's my call.
The NO, man. Always entertaining with NO, man. Always entertaining.
That's
I mean,
time to go to Joseph on a boomerang.
Turned over on his chest.
Yo, what the hell? That was wild. Real quick, man. Let's talk about Lomachenko. Look, Lomachenko, pound for pound number one. There's an argument to be made. I personally haven't that. People like to use the 13 fights argument, but you got to remember, by the time he turned pro, he was like 26 already. He's had 13 fights, but tell me anybody who in their first 13 fights has had that same resume, has done what he's done. You know what I mean? And right now, who's anybody that we can see feasibly beating him? You know what I mean? Pound for pound is this is, I don't see anybody that could beat him right now. Bud Crawford right there at number 2. You know, you can argue Bud and Earl 2 and 3. You know, it just depends on how it all works. Some people say Canelo's done one, but to say that Lomachenko has no business there is ridiculous. It's pure hate. It's pure hate if you don't think so, man. The man is amazing. He had a crazy amateur background. I think his amateur record is like 302, something like that. Some crazy shit. He's only lost 2 fights. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He was in the World Series of boxing. So there's more to it. Yeah, you lose to Salido, but tell me this: what fighter do you know fights someone the level of Salido in the second fight? When you really look at it, because people like to use that, but let's be real. There's veteran tactics. What fighter in their second fight is going 12 rounds?
A 30-year-old.
You know what I mean? People like, you know what I'm saying? But in their second fight, score 12 rounds.
A 30-year-old 2-time Olympic that been fighting like 8 rounds in the World Boxing Super Series, right? Or World Super Series, whatever this shit called.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, though. But when you look at it, you got fighters that start with 4-round fights, then 6
You got to realize like that series was done with no headgear.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But when you look at veteran tactics, dude, Salido was a dirty fighter. He knows how to throw headbutts, throw elbows, get you off him. It was a dirty fight. And that fight right there was the best thing that could have happened on him because he learned about those kind of tactics, how you can make a fight dirty, how you can make a fight physical, rough, and tough. That's why there's an argument for this, man. Like I said, pound for pound is subjective anyways because a lot of people don't even include heavyweights, which I think is weird because, I mean, why heavyweights are excluded in some, I don't know. personally, I do have Loma's mind, but I would be mad if you said you had Bud of yours or Canelo or whoever on yours. You know what I mean? But I think to say that he doesn't belong there just because he's only had 13 fights or whatever is a ridiculous argument. But and Kevin Gates is mainstream, Ness. He got a whole generation of people out here eating ass. You know, you got to remember that.
Cut it.
Don't know nothing about no Kevin Gates.
Shout out to our callers, man. I love them.
Eating ass. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about or listening to. Y'all better be careful, man. Listen, I'm out, man. See y'all tomorrow. Morning show, bright and early. It's fight week. AJ is going down. It's fight week. Mike, he going down. You know what I'm saying? He gonna throw down, rather. You know, that came out wrong. Like, I'm not rooting for my mans and shit. Of course I am. So yeah, man. It's gonna go down this week, man. Make sure you tune in. TBV. Better sign up to Patreon. You want to see these fights, man. We might even go live with these. If not, you know, it'll be out on the hour. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram, on Twitter, at NestGTO. Shout out to all the winners this week. Shout out to all those that didn't get the win. Hopefully we see you back versus the right person. Get another chance to prove yourself. Man, Greg, I don't know if I want to see Greg again. I don't know what Greg has to do. Like, he's not looking good, man. But, yeah, whatever. Next show.
Yeah, man. What's up, people? Definitely good weekend. Devin Haney had a great performance. Big ups to the dream, you know what I'm saying? Definitely excited to see where you go from here. And good look for the zone by securing you, in my opinion, a crossover kind of talent that has mainstream appeal. So big ups to Devin Haney, Filip Hrgovic, you know what I'm saying? You keep on impressing people by your performances, man. You make it look easy. First time that I actually seen you live, so you are a pretty big guy, you know what I'm saying? Pretty tall, pretty heavy-handed, and it seemed like you got some good skill too. So we'll see how you progress. Terrell Gausha, Austin Trout, tough break for Gausha, but like you said, he's on to bigger and better things. Hopefully he can get a fringe level or contender-ish fight and propel himself to the next level. Jamel Herring, man, and the new, man, all that just trials and tribulations in your life, you know what I'm saying, overcoming it to like get to this stage. I could see that it meant like a lot to you. 10-year or 11-year anniversary, you know what I'm saying? So just, man, big ups to you, you know what I'm saying? Great look for you. Great look for Top Rank, and big ups to all the veterans on this Memorial Day. Yeah, man, if you guys want to follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312, or check out the new YouTube page, Conflicting Ignorance with me and Jeyvier. New episode will be coming out tonight, 11:30 Eastern Time, 10:30 Central. So check it out.
Peace.
Peace.